Hey, I was calling them. I called him and I told him I was calling them, and I told him already on your show. I called him and I told him I was calling them, and I told him already on your show. I called him and I told him I was calling him, and I told him already on your show. The moment he got off, I was already on. Maybe he didn't see me, but I was already on his show. Are you guys coming on? I'm not talking to God. I felt like I was talking to God. Nobody was in.
I feel like a whore jumping from one podcast to another. I feel sleazy. I should be taking a shower right now.
Hey.
Cold shower.
Well, he kept on saying, kept on calling me, and I'm right there on his show. I was yelling, "Hey, I'm here already."
Who wanted you to jump on?
I was on his show. I was on, and I kept on yelling, "I'm on, I'm on."
Well, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear you either. Maybe he was jumped on. He jumped on when he actually got out of the chat room.
Well, no, because he said he's going to give me one more minute, and I said fuck, and then I just got on, but he never seen me.
Oh,
but I felt like that little kid in the guest. I'm saying I'm here, and nobody's listening.
No, we didn't hear you, Kev.
Says, how's your bald pussy?
Hey, Big Kev, can you stop talking? Because I'm trying to talk here.
Hey, I'm going to pull a Seth, and nobody's going to have a chance, damn it.
Roberto, my bald pussy is doing quite well, actually. I wish I could show you guys a picture, because this cat loves Lynn so much, and he hates me.
Remember, this is a family channel.
What's it? What's that? Is a family channel? Wait, we can't talk about bald pussies on your channel, Big Kev?
Well, we got to keep it clean because I don't want no strikes.
Well, bald pussies are just a natural thing, so I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think so.
I think those are called. What are they? Sphinx cats? I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is interesting because you are exactly right, Jason. So it's basically a Sphinx, but hear me out. The real breed is called a Cornish Rex, right? Because there's a little bit of hair. Like if you see my cat, it's really ugly. We all know that, but it's got this little thin layer of curly hair. Like when you pet him, it's really. And you guys aren't allowed to pet my pussy, okay? Only I am allowed to pet my pussy. Let me clarify. But yeah, when you pet it, there's like a thin layer of curly hair. That's totally inappropriate, Big Kev. Can you stop that? But, yeah, Jason. So hear me out. I guess like back in the day, whatever, like when these Cornish Rexes would breed, I'm almost ready. There was a deformity that would happen out of one every, I don't know, thousands or 10,000s, and that is a Sphinx, which is the same thing but completely hairless. So yeah, you're right. I mean, it basically is a Sphinx.
Yeah, it's just a genetic anomalies, and they actually breed the genetic anomalies. Hey,
Exactly. Yep, you nailed it, Jason. So what's up, Big Kev? Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, this is my show. I ask the questions.
Wait, can you play Elton John, Tiny Dancer? I think the whole crowd was, they were waiting. Especially Roberto.
Everybody's waiting, don't be so impatient and just wait for the song is over. Don't listen to me because shit. At least I don't have nobody putting thumbs down on my site. I never have.
A Big Kev, quick question. Who are you talking to? Because when we look at
right
you talk,
now or when?
Well, when you talk, you are talking to the sky. That's why I thought you were maybe talking to God. I didn't know.
Okay.
Does anyone else see that?
Okay. See, right now I have a little bitty monitor right here, but I have a flat screen TV, and my everything is hooked up into the flat screen, so I'm looking up if I can read everything. I'm using the TV screen as a big monitor.
Got it. No, it was really funny when you first started. It was just you on, and I think it was just you and myself, Big Kev. And I saw you, and you were just looking at the sky, talking. And I'm like, who is this? Who is he talking to?
You know,
yeah,
man. To, damn it.
Damn
it. That's good that he wants to apologize, but I mean. Yeah, I went on. I could have been quiet and not say anything on his channel, but I said, "Fuck," here I am. I mean, I'm not gonna hide like a little child.
Hey Kev, you gotta step your game up. Two screens is for bitches, man. Come on.
Big Kev, you just got called out. I mean, that was an official call out by Jason.
Hey, Roberto, you're my pit bull. You're not supposed to attack me.
No, that was me, Berto. That wasn't Roberto. That was me.
That
Kev.
was Jason. Yeah, Jason.
Oh, well, you're like a little pit bull too. So
yeah. Hey, you just got to step your game up. You got to get a 79-inch TV and have it as your computer monitor.
79-inch. Boy, I wouldn't have to leave my room.
That's what my computer monitor is actually, Kev.
Well, this monitor is 38, which is doing me pretty good.
Okay, I admit that's pretty badass. I mean, you guys don't even want to see my setup. I'm screaming.
Still with us?
Yeah. I'm screaming in like this little laptop. That's what I'm doing. I'm like sitting here screaming. Big Kev makes my setup like I look like a huge bitch compared to Big Kev. So then compared to Jason, I'm just gonna I'm gonna curl up in a fetal position and I'm gonna cry. That's what I'm gonna do.
Are you in California right now?
Yeah, bro. I just got back yesterday. Yeah. Dude, I'm jet lagged as fuck.
Oh, well, that's gonna stay with you until you probably leave. That jet lag. It just gets worse as you get older.
Yeah, but if you would be generous, Big Kev, and share your drug cocktail with me, maybe that would help.
Well, hey, I'm just ready. I got one with me right now. I'm just getting ready to pop one.
He says the word around the word is that meth is a key there.
Yeah. That's actually really good because we were talking about that. Yeah, well, here's the thing with meth. I don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. That's probably why I am the way I am. That's why I'm so retarded. But I'll tell you, meth
I'm not that bad of a hillbilly.
Meth is one of those drugs. It just like destroys you. It destroys your body. And so I never was big on meth. I don't really want to do it. Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, somebody just said for me to speak up, Kev.
Yeah, but hey, so Jason, it's kind of funny. I don't know why. That was funny you mentioned that you live in Bakersfield. I would always, whenever I think of Bakersfield,
I know what you mean.
Fresno, Fairfield, I don't know, these kind of places, I just think of meth, man. I don't know why. And don't get me wrong, bro. I've known a lot of people from there. and I'm pretty sure they smoked meth.
Bakersfield, it's mainly Oildale, and Oildale's like literally there's a bridge in between Bakersfield and Oildale, and
Didn't a girl just get beat up in Bakersfield?
All the tweakers, yeah, all the tweakers are pretty much in Oildale.
Okay, so there is a lot of meth in Bakersfield, but it's congregated in one area.
Yeah, that's where all where you would say the trailer parks are at. We actually that
makes sense. That's where they're. Yeah. Hey, well, here's a very important question, Jason. Have you seen the show Breaking Bad?
Yes. Dude,
is that not the greatest show ever created? I know that show was based in where was it? It was New Mexico. But oh man, that show is amazing.
That's another area that's really big in meth too. Honestly.
Yeah, you know what? Someone said this is kind of funny because that shit, yeah, it's a nasty fucking joke, but that shit is everywhere. But I don't know why. It's like those certain towns, when I think about it, I think of that. And it's completely incorrect because like someone was saying in the chat room, they're like, yo, says that shit's everywhere. And they're right, it is. But I don't know. How do you like living in Bakersfield? Is it all right? Is it treating you all right, Jason?
It's not that bad, man. It is what it is. I mean, there's not much to do here. It's a agriculture town, oil town. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's okay to raise a family.
That's cool. You got kids?
No kids.
Wait a minute, Jason. You're like, it's cool, good place to raise a family. Nah, I hate kids.
Hey, Kevin.
I just said I didn't have any.
Yeah,
I know. That
was guys on the show.
Well, it's an open channel.
Hey, you know what, Jason. Roberto? You've been pretty damn quiet lately, Roberto. And you know, when you were on my show, you used to talk a lot. You used to talk so much that it was basically your show. So what's been going on, Roberto?
Saying if you shut up, he could talk.
I know he's playing because he knows I couldn't get an edgewise in his show. Hey,
hey, if you guys want to come on, it's
what's up, Roberto?
Chris coming on. I said, I have Chris coming on.
This is Roberto. Okay, Roberto, let me just spell this out because, dude, I'm about to cry. Okay, so let me lay out the chain of events in the past week, basically, Roberto. Okay, so first off, I'm off YouTube for maybe a couple weeks or something. Then I come back to YouTube. First off, Aloe Winter gets fucking Psychosis on the show, okay? So that was the first, just stab in my back, because you guys know I want Psychosis on my show. Then all of a sudden I hear that Roberto's whoring himself out to 5 different shows. Dude, I own the rights to fucking Roberto Dunn, okay? This is unacceptable, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's right. I said unacceptable. James Williams will like that one. But no, but seriously, man, the first Psychosis, I don't get him. Then I hear you're being a dirty whore all around town, Roberto. And now I hear that you booked both, who was it? It's Chris and Sabu and Baybots at the same time?
No, not the same time, different times.
Okay. So you're doing all this leg work, but you're doing all this cool work as soon as I stop my show.
Hey, says, you know what it is? The show must go on, man.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. That is true. It was totally my fault.
Well, I'm the sidekick to everybody's show, so I'm proud of that.
Whoring yourself out.
Yeah,
whoring.
Yeah, and I want to contribute to the show. So if I get these guys on the show, like for Kev, yeah, it's gonna look good for him.
So of course I'll do the same for you. The Ed McMahon, right?
But I don't like Big Kev, so why would you do that?
Hey. be nice with fluffies around, okay?
Big Kev's gonna eat me, dude. One of these days. Hey guys, I gotta put my mic on mute. I'll be right back. Okay, just keep talking amongst yourselves. Talk shit about me, and when I come back, just fill me in on the shit that was said.
Yeah, while you at it,
a good
kick that pussy across the room for me.
Well, I was thinking about just passing it around. When I'm done, and then you can take a turn, and it's a little hole. I stretched it out already, but
hey, you guys don't talk about my wife like that, okay?
Oh no!
Oh hey!
No, don't.
All right,
Don't
guys.
say that.
That's a different one.
Give me 2 minutes, fellas. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I remember my sister used to live in Vallejo, California, when she was in the Navy. And 1 year I went to visit
Your sister
her.
was in the Navy also?
Yeah. She was.
That's cool.
She was a sonar technician or sonar tech or whatever they call it. And what am I saying? Oh, anyways, so I went to visit her 1 year, and I. And I
Is that a
hate
TV
cats.
show you're watching?
No. So, anyways, and I hate cats. You know, I hate them with a passion. So, and she has like 3 or 4 of them in a small apartment, like a 1-bedroom apartment. So I end up sleeping on the sofa bed, and one night, and I was snoozing away, and all of a sudden I felt something like across my face, and that startled me, you know, and I got up and I kicked that sucker right across the room against the wall, and it was her cat. And that cat came up and laid on my face. I'm talking about balls and all.
Dude, Roberto, you are a sick man. You're talking about a pussy laying on your face. That is disgusting.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of my dad. My dad, we had a cat, and he was asleep on the couch after work, and he opens his eyes, and there's a cat just looking right down at him, and he grabs the cat and throws it out of a 2-story window. Never seen the cat. Didn't see the cat after that.
Nice.
Actually, hey, okay. Now that we're talking about cat stories, I knew this girl, and she had this cat, right? And you know,
by girl, you mean young lady boy, right?
Yeah, of course, exactly. Let's get the facts straight. So, so this girl, you know, quotation marks, girl. I'm doing the quotes, you know. So this girl, she had a cat, and actually it was pretty funny. Lynn and I, there's a friend of ours, and Lynn and I were at a dinner. We were like at a dinner, and I don't know, we were talking about cats or something because I got the coolest fucking cat there is, and she told us this story how she had a cat. What's that? No. So hear me out. She was telling a story how she had this cat, and they lived in this like high tower in San Francisco. So they lived on the 18th floor, and her cousin brought over this dog, right? And the dog was this Shih Tzu or something. And Lynn really likes Shih Tzus, so she was talking about how she loves Shih Tzus. And this friend of mine was like, "Oh, I hate Shih Tzus." I was like, "Well, why do you hate Shih Tzus?" I don't really like Shih Tzus, but why do you hate Shih Tzus? So then she proceeds to tell us the story how her cousin Shih Tzu chased the cat, jumped out the 18th story window. And, dude, I shit you not.
Committed suicide?
Dude, the cat jumped out and fell 18 stories. And I kid you not, I started laughing my ass off. Like it wasn't a funny story, but I couldn't stop laughing. And then
what happened to the cat afterwards?
That cat. There's no way that cat. I think
the cat did a Peter Pan, huh?
Dude, it probably like disintegrated. That cat was like no longer. But basically, the girl's like telling this really sad story, and I just started busting up, and it was totally inappropriate. Like Lynn's looking at me like, "Babe, shut up!" Like she's like about to cry. It was really shut up. I don't know. I just got this funny picture in my head of this like stupid Shih Tzu chasing a cat, and a cat jumping out 18 stories, dude. I mean, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. I shouldn't be laughing. I am a sick individual.
That's bad when the cat committed suicide.
Yeah, man.
Maybe it wasn't the dog, and maybe it was getting away from her.
It could have been. She used the dog as a scapegoat. Really, that cat was like, it looked at her, it looked at the window, it looked back at her, and it was like, fuck this. I know what I got to do.
Right?
That's messed up, man.
Like,
Yeah. the worst part is just my reaction. It was like my reaction. I don't know why. I just got this, dude. I just got this picture in my head of this like Shih Tzu chasing this cat, and the cat like jumping out like the highest window. Yeah, like, I mean, who the hell lives on the 18th floor, anyways?
Well, rich people do, buddy. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. So so what else, Roberto? What else is going on? So you've been a whore, you backstabbed me, you got all the good guests on Big Kev's show and not mine. What else is going on?
Well, for a price, you know, I could always get on your show and get Chris on here.
Hey, you know that guy Sentai 7, he was pretty interesting when his stuff was working good.
What do you mean his stuff?
His microphone, his camera, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you had him on your show.
He was on a couple hours like earlier this morning.
Dude, I gotta fucking catch up, guys. I'm telling you, like, the reason I stopped my show, it wasn't just because, you know, I just was like, oh, fuck this show, I'm gonna stop. Nah, man, like, I've been super busy, and so I've been out of the loop. Like, I haven't been able to watch Big Kev's show. I haven't been able to. Once in a while, I'll catch Quentong Baloo, but like, I haven't really been in the loop so much. So, man, so Kev's had all these like cool guests on.
I'm using on, new lights. So does the lights make me look any better? Do they?
Yeah, man. They
it brings out your eyes,
make you look like 20 pounds skinnier, bro.
Yeah, well, because it's true. I've been on my diet, and I've been on that medicine that speeds up my metabolism, and I'm just a wreck at the end of the day. But I'm doing good.
We got some good people in the room right now. We got Gunterm 2009. What's up, bro? We got Sterling Mad. Sterling Mad says you kicked the fucking cat.
Yeah, I read that. I believe him too.
Oh man, that's messed up. Yeah, hey, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's too late for me to start up the radio show again. I've had such a long break. I don't even know how to do it anymore. I don't even like.
You got a good following. I'm not gonna follow you, but there's other people that still care about you.
Yeah. Thanks, Big Kev. Thanks for the support. You're like, I wouldn't follow that crap, but yeah, you got to know. Kev.
Well, I'm not desperate no more, so I can just.
Roberto, have you ever thought about starting your own thing? Why do Roberto? Hear me out. Why do you always have to be the co-guy? Why don't you step into
the cool guy?
I think this is it. Roberto doesn't want to be an Andy.
He doesn't want to be Andy. I think Roberto needs to step into the limelight. This is your chance to shine, Roberto. You are the fucking talent. You're the guy pulling all the shows like Big Kev. No one comes here to watch Big Kev. They come here for Roberto. You think people want to hear me talk for an hour every day? No, fuck no.
My show is like 2 to 3 hours, buddy. We don't. Your show is like the kids stuff.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say here, Roberto, and I think Jason, he understands. Jason agrees. Roberto, it is your time to shine. You are being fucking jerked around by all these jerks, for lack of a better word. You're being jerked around by these jerks as a co-host. It is time for you to break off and shine, man.
No, I can't, man, because I'm not into talking a lot. You know, I'm
Roberto, that was like the worst response. You were like, I don't talk so good. God damn it, Roberto. I set you up, and you could have like had this great speech, and you just like it just like, man.
Yeah, I just like being a sidekick. I'm fine with that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey,
I tried, Roberto.
Seth.
Yeah.
Next week, Mikey 550 said he's gonna come down from Indiana and come visit me. We're gonna have a live show at one of these barbecue places here in town, and maybe you and Roberto come visit, and we all could have a sit down and have a show together.
Wait, like physically visit, or?
Yeah, Mikey 550 is going to come here to Kentucky, and we're going to meet up at a barbecue place, and have a live like what you and Steve did.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I would love to visit, but nah. I mean, I won't be able to be there physically. I could be there like here, like jerking off, sitting on my ass. But Roberto's a little bit closer. I mean, he might be able to go.
Well, yeah, that'd be cool too. I mean, everybody coordinate because Mikey 550, he's in Indiana, outside of Chicago.
Wait. So he's in Indiana. Roberto's he's in Texas. See, I'm in California, man. That shit's far.
You know what needs to happen? When everybody's in the Philippines one time, everybody just needs to get together, like a huge fucking get together.
Yeah, and you know what, Jason? I've actually been trying to plan that because when you go to the Philippines, Jason, where do you usually go?
Well, the time I went, I was in Manila and Boracay, but when I go back this September, I'll be going in Iloilo.
Okay, nice. Because I mean, I'll be in Angeles City, and there's a big group of folks in Angeles, and so what I'm trying to do, and Roberto, you're going to be there, so actually, Roberto, I'll plan it around the time you're there. But what I'm trying to do is, you know the Facebook group, Roberto. What I'm trying to do is I'm just gonna literally do a post like, "Yo, expat Angeles City meetup," and I've never done anything like that, but I think it would be cool.
You know, there needs to get more people in that Iloilo area, man. I don't see enough guys in there.
I want to go there. I've actually heard really good things about Iloilo. I've never been there, Jason, but yeah, I've heard really good things about Iloilo. It's a good destination.
But you've been to Boracay already?
Yeah, I've been to Boracay once. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, Boracay to me is a little bit overrated. It's cool. I mean, it's beautiful, very nice beaches, white sand. But the problem for me is it's got that fucking tourist vibe to it. You know, you go there and it's just way too touristy. And don't get me wrong. I mean, Angeles City has a ton of tourists, but it's not the same vibe. Boracay's got that like, oh, spring break party, let's fucking rage. Yeah. And I don't know why. I kind of hate those people. It's like I'm such a hypocrite because I party, you know, but I hate those like party animal, like, woo, tourist. Yeah, I hate that shit. So I don't know. That's the vibe I got from Boracay. I would go back, but I would rather go a lot of places before I go back to Boracay.
That is kind of true. I did kind of get that vibe when I was in Boracay. It was just I like to live as a local. Like I don't like all that tourist shit.
Yep.
I went there just because I heard about it. I was like, all right, let me go see. And yeah, I that's what I did pick from it. Like it was just like that. Oh, let's go to the rave, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, let's have a beach fire and let's have a beach party and the fire dancers and a bunch of European like stinky Euro trash. Nothing against Europeans. I like Europeans, but I don't like those backpacker, like grungy. Yeah, you know, there's some that I've met that are okay, but that's the vibe there. That's the vibe. Plus like a ton of Koreans. And Koreans are cool, you know, Koreans are everywhere. But that, I don't know, that's Boracay.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
To sum it up, that's Boracay. It's like backpacker paradise party, beach party with like some fucking fire spinners. And I don't know, man. It's just me. Like some people like that stuff. I don't.
That commercial party vibe. Like I don't care for it. I never have been a fan of it.
So there's some better places where you can go and it's a paradise like Boracay. Like don't get me wrong. So there's some other places.
Well, I heard like Boracay. I heard Boracay is actually dying. It's more Palawan and some of the other areas.
I heard about Palawan.
Yeah, Palawan's getting a lot of popularity. I mean, like if you go to El Nido, kind of a similar touristy vibe. I liked. I don't know. That's a tough one between Boracay and El Nido. They're both kind of like that. They're both very touristy. But you know what's a cool spot is Coron. So if you go to Coron, way more laid back, I would say, than like El Nido or Boracay, and you still can go on those like, you know, on those island hopping tours. So when I went to Coron, it's pretty damn cool.
Cool.
Yeah, but so meetup. If you guys are interested, I know Roberto is going to be there. I think October. Is that right, Roberto?
November, December.
Oh, November, December. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back by then. But hey, maybe we'll do another meetup. I know a lot of people are coming in September, to be honest. and a lot of people wanted to meet up in September. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool, actually, like a giant meetup. Like, what's up? Let's all meet up in the Philippines. Let's do this.
And somebody just do a fucking broadcast or whatever, and then capture it all on, you know?
Yeah, nowadays, you know what people are doing? They're doing the whole mobile live. I haven't screwed with that yet, but it's because my phone's probably so shitty. But a lot of people are doing, yeah, I don't know whether it's Facebook Live or YouTube Live.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Yeah. Oh, you done it, Big Kev. Does it work pretty good?
Yeah, it is really pretty good. It works pretty, but I only did it like short time, like maybe half an hour, just to get the sunset and the geese in the yard. Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Here's the problem with doing the whole mobile live in the Philippines. The mobile internet connection sucks. So if you're in the States, you know, Jason, where we're at in California, you always have like the 4G network, right? So you basically anywhere you go, you have internet. But in the Philippines, it's not really like that. Although they have 4G or 3. I think it's when I get it, it's like 3G or it's called LTE, but it doesn't work nearly as good. So I don't know if it would support doing like a live show. It might, but
we would have to be in a more developed area, like that has the good internet for that, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. So if you actually had a connection, let's say you were in a bar or something, and you could use their Wi-Fi, yeah, that's true. That would be the best plan. James Williams in the house, he says his favorite travel channel vlogger said expats don't get along and never meet up. Is this true? I don't know, man. It's kind of funny because when I first started YouTubing, I actually did a video talk about how I never talked to expats, right? And that was true. I would say for the first probably 4 times I went to the Philippines, I didn't really interact with any expats at all. And the few that I did have they weren't good interactions. Like someone tried to pick a fight with me in a disco or something like that, you know? But then all of a sudden,
because you're a troublemaker.
No. Yeah, I was just like, it was kind of the situation where I guess I just kept to myself. Like I didn't really talk to anyone. And it's like, despite popular belief, I'm actually not that outgoing of a guy, you know? Like I am if you know me, but if you don't know me, I'm not going to just start going up to you, go up to you and talk to you. I'm not one of those guys. If you talk to me first, I'll be super nice and I'll talk to you. But you know, some guys
are you talking to me?
They'll just well, some guys just talk to strangers, man. Like they'll go up, hey, what's up? Like, oh, how you doing? What's your name? That's not me. That's not. I don't do that.
I'm kind of. I step back away from those. I'm like, hold on. I'm gonna fill you out first.
Yeah. You're like, I don't trust this guy. No, yeah. I've actually known some people, and they're genuine, man. But they just love like talking to people. Does like you're at a bar, you just talk to the guy next to you. I'm like, I'm definitely more reserved for sure. Like I don't just sit down. Like I'll sit at a bar.
You know what that is, Seth?
What is that?
It's California.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
It's seriously the California in you, because I mean I'm born and raised California, and if you look at seriously look at people in California, and that's exactly how we are.
That's true. That's a really good point. It's like no one there's no like hospitality. No one talks to each other. You just kind of walk by each other in the street and give dirty looks. Like you're right, Jason. It probably is the California us. So that's how we are. You know, we don't really just we're not like super friendly. But if you talk to us, we're nice people, right?
Kind of depends on where you're in California, because there's some fucking stuck-up assholes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm in LA right now, and this place is another level. I mean, I live before I moved to the Philippines. I was living in San Francisco for 13 years, so for me, LA's not really home. But I was born and raised in LA.
There's so many individuals in California. It's not like the South, because I have a lot of Southern roots in me, and I'll talk to somebody. I kind of like that, but I am standoffish, because there's so many individuals and there's people always trying to get you in California.
Yeah. I like what you said. It's like someone starts talking to you, you're kind of like feeling them out. Like, what's this dude's deal? What's he want?
Yeah.
What's he want from me? Yeah. I'm for sure the same way. But so going back to what I was saying, I actually made a video about it. I should probably change this video because, you know, if a new person who's never viewed my channel goes to my channel, that's the first video they see. I just liked the video. I thought it was a good video, but I need to change it because I basically talk about how I don't really talk to expats, but that actually drastically changed about probably, I mean, when I started YouTube, and I started meeting so many people online and like networking and connecting, man, I've met so many expats now. And I'll be honest with you guys, there like a ton of them are really cool. You know, there's a lot of cool people. So I don't know. I should probably take that video down because the video is like, yeah, I don't really talk to expats. But nowadays, I mean, I have a lot of expat friends. I've met a lot of expats. I always run into, I mean, I've run into, especially around Angeles City, so many different people who have been like, yo, Sez, what's up? I'm a viewer of yours. Not a single person, every single one has been cool. And it's like, you know, I get a lot of haters, I get a lot of trolls, but in person, everyone's been super cool. So either I'm really lucky for that or people are just really fake. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both though.
It's probably a combination of the two, yeah.
You know, when somebody kidnaps you, then you're going to be regretting all those things you said about people.
Dude, Big Kev, I'm telling you, man. Actually, to be between us guys.
That's
well, Evan, why are you telling my secret? What else going to do to Sez?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll be honest with you guys.
That's some messed up thinking.
So I laid out, you know, I probably made like 2 YouTube videos in the past 2 months, right? I really like culled back on the frequency. Part of that is because I was busy working on projects, but the other part is because when I was walking around, I was running into so many people. It actually started freaking me out a little bit. I'll be honest with you guys, because it was getting out of hand. One time, Lynn and I we were walking to get her braces tightened, right? So we went to get her braces tightened, and then we went to lunch. And in the period of walking from my house to get her braces tightened, and then walking from her dentist to lunch, we ran into 7 people, in separate individual people. And they were like, yo, Sez. And then we walked a little further. Yo, Sez, what's up? Walked a little further. Yo, Sez. I was like, dude, I looked at Lynn. I was like, this shit's getting out of hand.
Wait a minute. Were you like that girl? I'm pretty sure you've seen that video on YouTube where she runs out. She's a bigger girl. She runs out and she's like, she was in Boston Market. And she was like, we got to get out of here. They know my name. And it's because she told them their name, like your food was ready. Were you wearing a SezStyle shirt?
Yeah. Seriously, I got a big thing. I am SezStyle. No, man, it was nuts, man. I'll tell you. And so here's my Berto this before, because everyone's like, dude, you fucking love the attention. That's what everyone says. They're like, you fucking love it. So here's been my mood changes, right? So when people first started recognizing me, I think it first started when I was living in Cebu. I was like, I'm the fucking man. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm the man. Then, so that's when it first started. Then my mood went to, okay, this is a little bit creepy because I don't know what to say. People would come up to me and go, hey, what's up? I know you. And I didn't really, you know, I'm a nobody. I didn't know how to respond to that. So I would be all like freaked out. I would be like, hey, you, like, I seriously didn't know how to respond, right? So then I started getting freaked out. And then it became to the point where I wasn't freaked out anymore. I was like used to it. But it was almost like I wanted to be anonymous. I was like, damn, I fucked up. I should never show my face in those videos. Because, dude, there's certain times, and I'll give you guys an example, where you don't want people to talk to you. Like one time Lynn and I were eating lunch. This dude comes over, his ass down. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
The dude sat there.
That once.
He sat down while I ate my whole cheeseburger, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of looking at the dude like, hey, you know, I'm a nice guy. I'm a super nice guy. So I'm not gonna be like, excuse me, sir. Can you get the fuck up?
He says, I want to apologize for that time. I just want to apologize for that time.
I know that dude's probably listening. That dude's probably listening like, fuck. No, I'm serious.
It was me, guys. It was me. I sat there the whole meal.
He's getting ready to
and
come
I was just looking into Sez's eyes, and
he fell in love. He fell in love.
I apologize.
You know what, Jason? You couldn't resist these baby blues.
I couldn't, and that's what got me.
So what happened to?
Go ahead, Roberto.
What happened to Oni? Have you talked to him?
Yeah, actually, Oni's good. I hung out with him the other day, and yeah, he was telling me about his channel. His man, YouTube really fucked him. I'll be honest with you guys. Because well, here's the thing: I couldn't watch his videos because if you're in the Philippines, you can't watch him. He has weird settings on where I don't think anyone in the Philippines can watch his videos. So I was able to watch his videos, so I wasn't updated on the news. But a lot of people messaged me and told me, "Yo, Oni's channel, what happened?" So I talked to him. And basically, usually how YouTube works is you get 1 strike, you get 2 strikes, 3rd strike, you're out, right? You guys know about that.
No,
but
Oni
didn't get any strikes. They just removed his channel, and he said basically he got like a bullshit email, and they were just like, I forget what it was, but he said it was bullshit. He was trying to fight it. He started a new channel. They removed that one too.
Wow.
Maybe I don't know if it's because YouTube, like, it's the kind of content. Content wasn't even that bad, to be honest. I mean, he was showing like bars and stuff, but there's no nudity, man. You can show a girl in a bikini on YouTube. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So yeah, Roberto, that was pretty much it. But yeah, I hung out with them the other day before, right before I bounced. We had a couple drinks. We had a couple adult beverages.
Well, I've subscribed to another channel that shows a lot of the all the girls on Walking Street, and they don't get put down. I mean, they're still up and running. Here, I'll go find out.
Oh, the videos.
Yeah, let me go find out what's the name of that channel.
Mikey 550 is like my other co-host. So,
does Mikey come on the show?
Yeah, all the time.
Mikey, I had Mikey on as a guest. I had Mikey on as a guest first, and I expected Mikey to be a loyal guest, but everyone's whoring behind Sez's back. Unbelievable.
Hurry up, Mikey 550, jump on.
Yeah, jump on here, Mikey. Long time no talk, my friend. So yeah, he's in Indiana. You're in Kentucky, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you guys are having where are you guys meeting up?
Well, we haven't got that far. He just said he was gonna come in sometime next week, maybe around the middle of the week.
He's going back to the Philippines soon. Yeah, I was just asking him on Dave's show. He's going back real soon.
Good evening, all.
There you are, buddy.
Mikey, what's up? Oh, that's not Mikey. That's Richard.
Oh, he's welcome too.
Mikey's in the house.
Wait. I'm confused because I see Richard. Oh, what's up, Mikey? Mikey is in the house. Mikey, you were telling me you're in the house. I'm like, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. Your name
Mikey's
is fucking
a handsome
man. What's up, fellas?
Not much, buddy.
So how was your flight, Seth? I saw your video, man. You look pretty tired.
Dude, I was beat. Yeah, you know what? The flight actually was really good. I've told guys this before. Asiana, 2 thumbs up for Asiana. They are great.
Asiana has the best food that I've had on a
Absolutely.
flight.
Boom.
Best fucking
exactly
food.
Right.
Oh
Let me tell you guys something. What happened? So something happened. The TVs that you watch in front of the seats. For some reason, none of the TVs on the plane would work. People were freaking out, and the staff was freaking out. And for about half the flight, or even more, they didn't work, which is a pretty huge deal, right? Like, if you don't have anything to do or watch, I mean, the flight's boring as hell, right? I mean, it fucking was an 11-hour flight, but you know what? Their food was so good. Thumbs up, even with that mishaps.
So you know what? On my trip to the Philippines, that's what I looked for. Like when I left Asiana, and then when I was coming back, I was like, "Fuck! I can't wait to get on the plane."
It was good. I had like between all the because I flew from Manila to Korea, you know, Incheon, and then Incheon to LAX, and between those two flights, I seriously ate, I think like 6 times. they feed you well.
Yeah, and oh, it's just so like I've had some meals that were just horrible, but they're top notch. They were top notch.
Yeah, if you want a horrible meal, fly United, man. Talk about like those old ladies that feed you slop. They're like, here's some slop, kiddo, and then I'm like,
those United girls.
What's that?
They're like 60 years old, those United International.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like I still have nightmares, man, of like some old witch like serving me like slop.
So basically you're saying it's an old wet nurse.
Exactly. But yeah, man, the flight it was long, man. It was long, but I'm back and I'm definitely jet lagged. But you know what I did? So I got back yesterday. And I mean, dude, I was exhausted, but I fell asleep at like 10 p.m. And then I woke up at 6 a.m. today. So I'm trying to stay up right now. Like I could feel the tiredness, but I think if I stay up today to like between 10 and 12, I think I'm good then. I think I basically beat the jet lag.
Hey, Seth, that the YouTube. It's called Pattaya TV. Pattaya TV. And
so he's he's a Thailand dude. He was probably just visiting Angeles, right?
Yeah, but he has hundreds of videos on walking streets, and he hasn't been taken off of there. And only pretty much does the same thing.
Same thing, right? Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
I like that one guy. His show's called Mr. Where Are You Going?
Oh, that's Oni's enemy. Yeah, Oni hates that guy. Yeah, well, let me tell you. So that guy's been around for a long. That dude's been around for a long time, right? And him and Oni kind of do the same videos. Now, Mr. Where You Going? His videos, from my understanding, I don't watch his videos, but from my understanding, they're all old. So he's showing walking street, and he's uploading videos. Like, let's say he uploaded one a week ago, but the actual footage is from 5 years ago. So it's a little bit deceiving because, you know, people want to see it how it currently is. Like, as they're watching it, the idea is to see a video that's probably at least within the year, right? But this dude's videos are like 5 to 7 years old. So you probably see a girl, and you're like, oh, that girl's cute. Yeah, that girl is dead now.
That's my daughter.
He's had his channel taken down like 5 times, and every time he comes back, he puts all the old videos on there.
So what happened with the guy? What happened with the guy? His channel keeps on getting shut down because why?
I guess his videos get flagged. He's always getting shut down.
You know, it's crazy because you can show you can't show any girls in bikinis, but you can show breastfeeding and so on and so forth. It's mad.
Oh, you see me do that?
Yes, Kevin. The camera is on when you are.
Well, because I just been sucking, and it was. I pushed the baby away, and I hopped on.
Yeah.
If Big Kev shows a live stream of him breastfeeding, I think that's the end for me. I'm quitting YouTube.
But no, because the baby was feeding, I pushed the baby away because I seen boobs.
Kevin, I'm seriously starting to rethink this meetup.
I'm with Mikey on this one, man. Yeah. This is
Look at it now. See, God, he got mad at me. Now he gave me my own boobs. Now I got man boobs.
Remember that Jim Carrey movie, Me, Myself, and Irene? Man, when he goes into his alter ego.
I like that one.
Oh, that was off the hook.
I like those his brothers.
Hey,
the 3 black guys.
His sons, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Those are his sons, yeah.
Okay.
And Mike, what do we have to look forward to on the new video?
The new one is another Barry video.
Nice.
To the
Wait,
tune
wait,
of
wait.
Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Wait, I'm out of the loop. Mikey's got a new video.
He just posted one.
Wait, and it's about Barry J.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I got 4 new Barry J's. He's my new inspiration. I gave up on the hobo. I got bored with him.
The Barry of the Kings.
You know, I got to Barry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna finish. One day, the lady was standing up at the mall and she was breastfeeding her baby, and I come and I did a flying tackle. You didn't see that because they froze it right when I made contact. Because the baby was breastfeeding.
What the hell are you talking about, Kevin?
Because the baby was breastfeeding.
Kevin,
I went and I tackled the lady.
Wait, BigKev
tackle a breastfeeding lady.
Oh shit!
Because it was
Kevin's first strike. Here's Kevin's first strike.
I seen the boob, and I was saying, "Me first, me first."
BigKev, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I'm pretty sure attacking a lady in general is illegal, and I'm pretty sure attacking a breastfeeding lady is probably illegal as well.
Well, I figured the baby started dribbling all over its mouth, so I know she was just playing. So it was my turn.
BigKev, are you sure this breastfeeding lady wasn't Roberto?
Again, it's the medicine talking. It's the medicine talking.
Oh, Kevin, I just realized that my schedule is totally full until I leave for the I'm not going to be able to meet up.
Yeah, you're like, Mikey, did I say Thursday? Oh, I meant Thursday of like 2024.
I got new medicine now that they give me, so I'm just gonna.
Doesn't make your dick hard, does it?
Man, it hasn't been that way for a long time, man.
Okay, that's good to know.
You're good. You're good, Mikey. You're good. You're good, Mikey.
Kev, you know what would have been a great response to that? Does it make your dick hard? You should have said, I don't know. I haven't seen my dick in years.
That's that's kind of hurtful, buddy.
I got a joke for you guys.
I didn't expect that.
I got a joke for you. Yeah. Hey,
you got to expect a lot of things from Seth.
He's like Rodney.
Okay. Exactly.
Tonight, man.
I got a joke for you guys. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Roberto, you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. Jason, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I already know Richard and Mikey 550 are ready. Of course, they're ready. All right. Here's the joke.
Well, I'm ready too, buddy. This is my show, you know.
Yeah. Kev, can you see I'm talking here?
Yeah. I'll raise my hand.
An super obese guy goes to the doctor and he says,
"Why are you
Doc?"
talking about me?
Yeah, he goes, Doc. I've gained so much weight. I can't see my penis anymore. I'm too fat now. I cannot see my penis. So the doc says, well, diet. And the fat man says, what color?
What color?
That was almost funny.
Yeah. I bet you Seth
good,
wrote
right?
that.
Yeah. that's a Says special right there. Patent pending. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry guys. I'll let BigKev talk. You're right, BigKev. This is your show. And
no. I mean to interrupt. I mean, just keep going.
Well, BigKev, I have nothing else to say, so I was like trying to pass it off to you, but I got nothing.
That's hard to believe.
Well.
I just want to see BigKev like in the camera just eating a bunch of pills again. Were you guys there the other night when he was doing that? Dude, I was busting up laughing.
I just took 3 pills, so I might have a flashback and see Dave or something.
Make sure you take water with that, man. That shit will eat up your stomach.
Well, I eat them like candy, like M&Ms, buddy.
Man, I know because I had a brain aneurysm 20 years ago, and it kind of messes up your stomach taking all those. What are you taking, like Topramate or something like that?
Well, mayonnaise, a whole bunch of things.
Wait, did you just say you're taking mayonnaise?
Yeah, well, isn't everybody?
Wait, Kev's not even taking pills. He's actually sticking his hand in a mayonnaise jar.
It's good on a burger.
That's at the end of the day.
Kev, I don't believe that is good for your health. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, but I believe you should stop doing that.
No, Charmaine.
Kev, you had an apartment in LA?
No.
I'm just reading the chat here.
Well, I'm curious to find out what everybody thought about Sentai 7 and all of his.
That's a good one, Roberto.
Did you? I don't even look at my board. I'm sorry.
So what was the deal? I caught the tail end. I was too busy fighting with the real Heminger and the fake Heminger on Dave's show. But I didn't realize that the show was actually about you and Dave, Kev. Is that correct?
What show are you talking about? The show he just had?
Yeah, well, supposedly there was some like misunderstanding between you two. You guys were both my friends.
I came on at the end, so I didn't know he was talking about me the whole time.
Oh, you couldn't hear it? No, I don't think he was talking about you the whole time. What I asked, because I heard Dave say something about there was a misunderstanding, and like I said, I was too busy fighting with the two Hemis. There's like, I don't know if you guys know this.
I don't think there's two Hemis. I think there's one.
Is it just
it
one?
was just that.
I think they're just a really fast typer, man. Because if you go into the chat and you press the @ and you press the MR, two names should show up.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. But you know why I think there's two? Let me explain that. Sometimes I get all excited and I'm typing on here. I'm just like saying random shit that's totally inappropriate. And if you say something too many times, it cuts you out and it says, sorry, you've said stuff too many times. You need to take a break. Has that happened to you guys before? I mean,
yeah, it's happened to me.
Ambidextrous, and they type with two hands.
That could be he's got like a full station. I wouldn't be surprised. He's got like a full command center. I don't know. Here's why I think there's two. I think the fake Hemi leaves more like wittier comments than the real Hemi. Like the fake Hemi actually seems like a really intelligent dude.
Yeah, I was just looking at I just made that observation. Like if you type the @ and you put that, if you start typing the name in, there's no second.
That is a good point. Yeah. You know what? We would have to do a test. We would have to make a name of someone and test out, because maybe that's just like a limitation on the YouTube. You know, maybe it's an error. Like they can't handle.
Another thing too that I seen, there's no differential. There's like no spaces in the name. Like if there was another one, they would have to have an extra space in the name or underscore.
Because what you're saying is they can't use the same exact
name.
The
same exact space of characters and everything else.
Oh, that is, you know what? That's a really good observation. Yeah, you might be right.
But can you have two different subscription in one YouTube channel? Or I mean, how does it do it? Have two YouTube channel, two different computers? I could probably do it on my laptop, and then one, because I have two
I think there are two, though. I think there are two. Let me tell you why. I think there's two. One of them always talks about the other Hemi being that guy JR, and it doesn't sound like the real Hemi to do that, because why would he do that? He was like they were like in cohorts. They were like they were in cahoots together, you know. And so I honestly think there's two, but Jason brings up some really good points. You know, I didn't do these tests, so who knows, man? Who knows?
That's why I figured. I was like, hold on, nobody's peeping this out. I'm like, they must have peeped this out. They must have looked at this, but because I was like, hold on, is there two? And I didn't see two.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. The test when you type in the @ and it brings up the name. Let's say you typed in @Jason, anyone with the name Jason would pop up, right?
Or anyone that has like the first start of like JA, it'll pop up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, anyways, yeah, I mean, it was pretty entertaining because what happened is that they're in the chat room going nuts, like talking all this shit about me, and I'm just fucking trying to talk shit back, but I'm just laughing my ass off.
And it could be that they just need that attention, so they're double talking each other, like they're fighting with each other, and then they're getting the attention, and then everybody's gonna say, oh shit, there's a fake Hemi.
Yeah. They're just like growing off this attention. He's got like a raging. He's got like this raging erection because he's got so much attention.
Exactly.
Man, what kind of medicine is he taking? Seth, because you said he had a raging erection, and I just wanted some of his medicine too.
It's got to be Viagra Cialis, sir. Viagra, Cialis, sir, cigarettes. It's got to be one of them. But going back to the matter at hand, what we were talking about, I don't know if there's 2 Hemis or if there's 1 Hemi, but where I was going with this is I was so distracted by the chat room on Dave's show that I was having trouble actually listening to the actual conversation they were having on the show. And I guess the conversation was about so I'm probably not going to do this any justice because I don't know the full scenario. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But supposedly yourself, Big Kev, and Dave had a miscommunication, and someone got a little bit fired up. I don't know if it's him or you or both of you. But what I heard, Dave.
Well, I didn't get fired up. I just see. Aloe was. I was talking to Aloe, and I told Aloe that I whip his ass, and then Dave jumped on and saying, "Oh, I am ex-Marine, Navy SEAL, Boy Scout, and I could take you on, no problem." And I go, "What the hell?" And then I said, "Well, I don't know what I said, but he was saying that like he could take me anytime, and he'll bury the hatchet and all that stuff." And I just, and then later on earlier I talked to these guys, and I told them what happened, and I told them that I was talking to Aloe.
Who's this guy? Sorry, I have to interrupt.
I know Berto. Who's this Berto guy?
It's hilarious.
Probably Aloe or something.
This guy is great. I've actually never seen. I've never seen this avatar before, but this guy's great. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
Well, hey, welcome to our show, buddy.
Here's what's funny. This dude is actually correct. This guy is a genius.
He is. He's got us right on the money.
Oh man! Yes.
You want to come on our show?
I want to bring Berto on. This guy's my new idol.
We got a bunch of assholes here already, so one more ain't gonna hurt.
Oh, so we got Dave on. What's up, Dave? We got Dave in the room. So Dave, what I was trying to clarify is the whole situation, because you know me, what I said is I was too busy fighting not fighting. I actually like the fake. Yeah, I like the fake Hemi. The real Hemi, I don't have a problem with the real Hemi. I mean, he's kind of a dick, but I don't have a problem with him. And but I was so enthralled in the conversation that I couldn't pay attention to the real show. And then finally I asked Dave, well, what was the deal? And Dave started explaining it at the very end. And it sounded like it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, there's always a misunderstanding.
Can we get Dave on the show right now so that you and Dave can talk it out? Because I feel like Dave wanted you on his show.
Hey,
Big Kev.
Yeah.
But you didn't come on. I was rooting your name. Actually, if you look at the chat room and people could back me up, I was saying.
He said he came on. He came on after, like I think right when he was ending.
I believe that Big Kev came on, but I think it was like the pills, and he wasn't actually like typing on a computer. He was like typing on like a block of wood, and
that's fucked up, buddy.
Sorry,
he was talking. He was talking to the sky, huh?
Oh man,
Big Kev was actually talking to a banana.
Hey, hey, do you read what this guy's saying now?
Yeah, look at him. He's attacking Kev.
Dude, okay, here's the deal, Berto. You can attack me, and I'm pretty sure you can attack Mikey 550 because that guy's kind of a dick. But do not attack.
Hey, I haven't done any videos on you yet, Seth. Watch it.
Just wait.
Seth. I'm just waiting, Mikey. I'm just waiting. You know what? Speaking of Barry J, man, when that one day, and I think Richard, you were there. Remember when it was a crazy panel on Dave's show? There were literally like 10 of us, and and Bama came on, but I couldn't even hear him because his connection was so bad. I really wanted to, you know.
He doesn't like you either, Seth.
I like Barry J. I like him, but
I'm talking
boy, he's got a strong Southern accent, that Barry J. I just learned about it recently because I haven't paid attention to it.
Oh, that's funny.
Barry's hilarious, but I really wanted him to get on the show because I haven't actually talked to him like that much, like firsthand. And he got on the show and it was cool. We got a little bit of chance to talk, but I just couldn't hear what he was saying because the connection was so bad. I mean, my connection was probably shitty as hell too. I think I was still in the Philippines at the time. I want to get this guy Berto on the show. This guy seems like a real class act.
Yeah, I know. Shit, he could hop on. I mean,
Barry doesn't want a good connection.
I'm next.
Okay, what?
Seth, you haven't really made it in expat YouTube until you've made Mikey's top 40.
Wait. Hold up, Mikey. Hold up 1 second.
Mikey top what?
Wait. You did a top 40 without my permission, Mikey. And when I say permission, that means I'm supposed to be number 1.
You haven't made the list yet.
Hey, Mike. You know what? You should do when you finally get over there. Just focus your attention on top 40s.
That would be, you know what? That would be a good channel. There's no one in the expat community who does, like, you know, some people, there's like some super top YouTubers, like unrelated to the Philippines. All they do is top 10 lists, right? So, dude, you could make a name for yourself, Mikey. You could do like top 10. I don't know. I'm not creative enough to think of anything, but yeah, you should do it, Mikey. If you're doing lists, this could be your moment to shine.
And break them up in categories, so we can just like, oh, we want to hear the Barry top 40. All right, we can just click on the Barry, or we want to hear the hobo. We can just click on the hobo. That's
a good idea. That's a really good idea. No, I'm gonna go to your channel after this, Mikey, because I want to see the latest, and I'm gonna make sure that I get on there. I'm gonna get on that fucking list.
You got to piss me off, then you get on. Then I make a video. I got to have inspiration.
Man, that guy just doesn't like nobody.
What I'm upset about is I've never seen this guy Berto. Like it's like Dave, usually I know most.
Dave
of the
says
people.
he's one of the favorite trolls.
Really?
He's a newbie.
He's like a new guy. Yeah, maybe he's someone on a different account.
He's not new. Come on. You think he's new?
Guy.
You really think he's new?
Dave, I've never seen this dude, Berto. And he's a total...
Look, but...
Well, hey, Dave, why don't you just come on my show?
He's probably just a reincarnation of something.
Hey, bro, no problem. I'll just leave. That's no problem.
No, Dave, where do you think you're going, bro? You are on and you're here to stay. This is my fucking show. I'm taking over.
Yeah, we like military people here.
New name, old voice.
Who's the guy with the pervert voice?
Richard's got like this super sexy mic. I know we talked about this, but everyone sounds like an asshole in here. But Richard sounds legit.
Oh, man,
like he sounds like a legitimate
that guy
radio
gotta
dude.
go.
A legitimate lunatic, right?
Yeah.
Wait. So what? Okay. Hey, hold up, because I don't want to jerk off anymore. You know, like my dick is raw. It's all chafed up. But hold up.
Huh?
Hold up. What I think Dave and Big Kev, I think you guys need to talk it out, because that's the purpose of why we created the show.
I'm gonna boot this one guy. He's saying "fuck you, Mikey 550." I gotta go.
Oh man,
leave that guy alone. That guy's actually pretty
why would
enjoying
you boot him? Let him get his rage out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's probably one of my he's one of the better guys in the room.
I got a thick skin. I can handle him.
Yeah, Mikey's not.
Yeah, that guy's cool. Wait, actually, okay. So first off, before we begin, so Dave, you've seen this guy Berto around. I mean, I'm a little offended. This guy obviously is not a fan of mine because I've never seen him.
I never seen him either.
It's not Aloe. It's not Aloe. He's saying you all are pussy.
Yeah,
who the fuck forms sentences like that?
An educated man.
Well, you know what? I think it is. I think it is Aloe because
he might not be an American.
Well, that's why it's probably Aloe, because Aloe is like he's Swiss, and so I could see Aloe saying that in a Swiss accent. Like,
well, maybe Aloe's still mad because I muted him.
He ain't mad at you. He ain't mad at you.
Berto, let's get something straight. I am not the biggest pussy. I have the biggest pussy. Okay, let me clarify.
Seth is the biggest. Well,
I have the largest gaping hole. Okay. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Okay, guys.
My medicine is kicking in. Hey, now he's talking about.
Wait. Wait.
You have two computers?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Dude, is this just Roberto on another account?
Yeah.
Roberto's the only Pinoy here.
Yeah, this is Roberto.
How'd you guys guess?
Oh my God, that was great.
The last thing gave you away.
What's that?
The last part gave you away.
Okay.
That was really. How'd you do that, Roberto? Did you you can sign in on one on your phone and one on your computer?
No, I did it both on my phone.
I just want to know, how does that guy know I'm the stupid one? I didn't misspell no words.
And you were gonna boot
Roberto. So you were testing out the thing here, huh?
Right.
Well, earlier I tested out the thing and I muted Aloe. He got all.
That was really funny because Dave was like, obviously this guy doesn't speak English, and Roberto's sitting there like, fuck. Oh man, that was great. Okay, so guys, explain this to me one more time. What was the misunderstanding? So, because Dave was saying sorry on his show, and then I felt like there was a bad vibe.
Hey, are you like the new Aloe?
Yeah, well, Big Kev, he kept saying good night, and it's hard to tell tone over when you're typing. So I don't know if that was a genuine, like, actually, guys, I'm going to sleep, I'm tired, good night. But I got the vibe like it was like, good night, I'm done, good night. That was the vibe I got.
Right.
Goodbye.
So Kev,
well, you don't gotta go. Don't get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, goodbye, bitches.
Goodbye.
Fucking Roberto. But but no, Big Kev, Dave was trying to bring you on the show. I was listening for at least 5 minutes where he was like, here's the link, come on the show, and then you were like, good night.
No, I was saying I'm on right now.
That's how you say you're on right now? I was totally confused.
No, at the very end, before you signed off, I was saying I'm here right now, and nobody was hearing me. And then I typed out saying that I'm already on.
Oh, I didn't. Frankly, I didn't see you on there. I was. I had to sign off. I had to go take care of the wife and grab some breakfast. My father-in-law was downstairs, so when I signed off, I just shut everything down.
So,
yeah, I think Kev jumped on at right when you were shutting off.
Yeah, right.
I still think
now this guy likes me. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Now I know you're not. Now I know you're not.
Did you pay him?
I
You're so
know.
handsome.
He's still waiting. The 1,000 peso bills in the mail.
That Roberto guy, that guy's a dick.
Tell you.
Yeah, so I still feel like Big Kev, I genuinely think he was trying to sign on, but I do think he was talking to a block of wood. He was.
Well, he was taking his meds.
Yeah, he was taking his meds and he was like, hello.
Whoa.
But no, anyways, okay. Well, the point is
this guy a relative or something?
Yeah. Roberto's getting a little gay on us. He's getting a little gay.
No, what this guy is saying. Kiss me, Dave. I love you.
So that must make him my relative, right?
Well, kissing a relative's okay.
Really? That's how things go down in that family? No, not in mine, man.
He said kiss
not
your
up in
cousin.
here.
West Virginia? Were we talking about West Virginia?
Real hillbilly stuff there.
It is Kentucky, right?
Yep.
So Dave, I got an important question for you. So we were talking about the real Hemi, the fake Hemi, who were, I guess, revealed on your show. Was the first time I ever witnessed this. Do you believe there are two of them, or do you think it's just one person? Because Jason made some good points. Number one observation, he said, if you type in like @Miss, so technically shouldn't two names come up and you like should be able to pick. Number two observation Jason made is, I can't remember number two, but it was a good one. What was the second thing you said, Jason?
If he's just typing fast, I mean, he just likes that attention and that double talk.
Oh, well, yeah, but no, you said something else. You said if you type in @ only one name comes up, and you said, man, I can't remember the second one, but it's really good. But I believe there are two, because the other one, the fake Hemi, seems smarter than the real Hemi.
Somebody do that to me. Put the, type in in front of my name. It should be two accounts on there.
Yeah, well, that's not going to do a test for you, Roberto, because your two names start with a different letter. When I type in Roberto, yeah, it comes up, but Roberto,
when I put
you both
RO, Roger Miller, and Roberto come up.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So, Roberto, if you want to do a real test, you have to make two Roberto Duns, and then we can test it out.
Got it.
But, the first time I ever saw, I guess it was the fake Hemi and the real Hemi, was on Dave's show, maybe yesterday. I don't know. It was yesterday. I'm all jet lagged. And then once again today, and it was pretty. I gotta say, man, I maybe I'm easily entertained. I don't know, but that show was pretty funny.
Oh, that show was off the hook.
Yeah, it was so good.
I only caught like an hour of it, but man, it was crazy. How you doing?
Richard?
Yes. So where is Mrs. Heminger now?
Mikey 550, I don't know.
Well, where are the real question? It would be, where are the Hemingers?
The Hemingers.
Oh man, no, that was good. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's funny like that because people have told me that before, that sometimes the chat rooms are even more entertaining than the show themselves. And you know what, that can be the case. I get it. Like when I was doing my shows, I was talking about nothing. There was nothing.
You still talk about nothing.
And you're right, Big Kev. I still talk about nothing. But you know, I mean, if let's say I did a show, you would walk out of that show and you would be at least a couple notches stupider than before the show started.
Smoking.
Yeah.
So So I'm just curious. What exactly did I say, Big Kev? Because I was trying to apologize to you, bro.
What's that?
I said, what exactly did I say? Because I was trying to apologize to you. You know, sometimes you shouldn't just pull people's words out of context, man. Check my Facebook Messenger. No problem. Oh. Oh, that's good, man. Yep.
What did I miss?
Shit. Fuck. Shit, Big Kev, dude. I was trying to write that from my fake account.
It says what I'm sorry to interrupt, Dave. Here, what you said is very true about the room being funny, because when you did that show on the HIV test with that guy, I mean, everybody was kind of bored with that presentation, and I think you were really into it. But the room was like so freaking bored, and people were so funny in the text and the chat. Oh my god, it was so funny. I don't know if Big Kev was there, but oh my god.
I think Big Kev. Yeah, you know what's funny? So that guy, and he's actually a really nice dude.
I'm sure.
I like the guy, but I don't know why a lot of people were talking shit about him. Roberto was there. Roberto remembers. Dude, I was trying to keep up. Yeah, you know me. Like, I'm on the show. Like, I'm trying to keep the show.
Yeah, that guy was a little bit off.
He was an interesting guy for sure. And so I hear you, Richard, when you say that. Like, I'm sure the chat room was hilarious. And you know, it sucks. It sucks that I can't participate because like I'm too busy like trying to keep the conversation moving that I couldn't participate in the chat. And I'm sure it was like a blast. Yeah, that show. I didn't think that show was that great. Like. It like for example, the BigKev show,
especially when I was on.
I missed the show. What happened?
So basically, I had this dude on. I actually met the guy. He was someone who it was pretty funny. I was literally stumbling home at 5 a.m. one time, and I was stumbling in front of Philly's Bar and Grill where all the lady boys hang out. This was literally where I was. I was like stumbling in front of there.
Your second home.
Yeah, my second home. No, I just happened to be walking by, Jason. Jeez.
Oh, no. You weren't going home to your second. Okay.
Yeah, I just happened to be walking by, trying to get a BJ. Okay, so leave it there. And so I was stumbling by, and he runs out of Phillies. This dude runs out and goes, Sez, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, dude. I was like, I'm like just trying to get home. And he says, yo, like, yeah, man, we should grab lunch sometime, my treat or dinner, whatever, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I hear an echo. Is that me?
Probably.
Anyways.
I don't think
so. Yeah, he runs out, and I'm like, you know, like sometimes, like if you're really drunk trying to walk home, like you don't want to run into someone you know. You just want to get home, right?
No, you do, for they can help you go home.
Oh, Daniel's on. That's who it was. What's up, Daniel? So anyways, yeah. He ended up hitting me up again. He's like, yo, let's meet up. And usually, I'll be honest with you guys, because I get so many messages. I don't want to sound like a big shot or something, but I get a lot of messages like, yo, I'm in Angeles City. Let's meet up. So if I met up with everybody, I'd be drunk all day, every day. That's just the reality. So I made a rule, like I don't make plans to meet up with people anymore. If you see me out and you're like, yo, what's up? I'm already out, and you want to grab a drink, that's cool. That's totally cool. But I don't make plans because, like I said, I would just be out all day, every day. So I told him, I was like, nah, man, like, yeah, maybe we can meet up another time. And I kept pushing it off. Then I ran into him again, and he was like, yo, let's meet up. So I said, okay, fuck it. I got busted. So I did. I met up with him. Really nice dude. Super successful guy, actually. He's like, if he was telling the truth, some people are liars, but I believed him. Super nice guy, very interesting, and he told me he wanted to do this show. So I agreed to it, and but I don't know what happened. When I did the show, everyone was talking shit about the guest. And I kind of feel bad because I don't know if everyone's like, a lot of people aren't like me. Like when people talk shit about me, I just embrace it. I'm like, this shit's hilarious, I would talk shit about me too. But I didn't know if he's like that or not. So I was looking at the chat, trying to keep up, and I think it was mainly Roberto Dunn was like talking all this shit. So yeah, but so you were there, Richard. You saw the show.
It was. I kind of felt bad at first with the guy, but then it went on and on and on. And after a while, you couldn't help but join in, man. And I think you joined in too a little bit again, didn't you?
I probably did. At some point. I'm like, all right, enough is enough. I should bring him back. I should bring him back on, dude. I think I'm gonna bring him back on. Let's do another show.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, the dude's super nice. Like I said, I met him in person. I was like,
smart,
I think he got nervous on the show. Maybe. Yeah, I get it. And he was talking like super fast. He was talking real fast.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else going on, guys? What's up, Daniel?
Well, I was talking earlier, and there was like, we were talking about businesses in the Philippines.
Yeah, that was earlier today.
Yeah, I was interested in my son-in-law or something. My wife's kid, my stepson. He buys the little bikes and he fixes them up and sells them. Do you think that's an interesting business to do, Sez?
That could be a good. What kind of bike? Are you talking like bicycles or like scooters?
No, motorbikes.
Oh, motorbikes. Well, here's my take on that.
20 or 30 and sells them for 40 and 50.
Yeah, here's my take on that. It could be a good business depending on your location, and let me tell you why. Like, for example, where I'm at in Angeles City, almost on every corner there is like a bike repair shop or a bike where they sell bikes. So I would say, like, if you were in that area, it would be too competitive.
Yeah, I'm in the same place.
To make money.
Angeles City.
You're in Angeles. Yeah, I think.
Well, you drive by and there's like 5 or 6 used bikes on the side of the road.
I would say probably do a rental, if anything, a rental place, if anything.
Yeah, there's a couple rental places. Here's what I think could be a good business model. You buy cheap bikes and you soup them up like bikes that like severely customized. That would be more like you would have to invest more money, but if you could sell it, you could sell it to the rich Filipinos. You know what I mean? To where it's like a souped up, decked out bike.
Do you think there are that many rich Filipinos in Angeles?
Yeah. Like a status symbol.
Surprisingly, there are. So you just got to know where to find them. And I'll tell you, like, I'll give you an example. I went to this bar one time, right? And all of a sudden I noticed, I'm like, whoa, this is like a different crowd than I'm used to. And it was all Filipinos, but it was all upscale Filipinos.
Was it different, Seth? Was it different? Was it a different crowd because there wasn't any ladyboys, or?
Well, it's so. Are you trying to say that all the bars I go to are all ladyboys? Because if that's what you're trying to say, that is 100% accurate.
I'm not trying to say it, but I'm just trying to imply.
Well, they all got pink helmets.
No, but here's the thing. A lot of people think like Filipinos don't have money, and I get it. Like there's a lot of poor Filipinos, and a lot of Filipinos don't have money. But there's a lot of rich Filipinos too. I mean, where the hell do all these cars come from? You know what I mean? You see all this traffic. You see all these motorcycles. Who's buying that shit? Obviously, someone's got cash. You know. So I think it would be like a niche market. Who knows? Maybe it would fail, Daniel. But
yeah,
that's what I think.
He tries to buy cars too.
What's that? He tries to buy cars.
He buys cars like 40 and 50 and sells them for 80 and 90.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, if he's already doing it, how's business?
Well, he owns a nice brand new bike he bought for like 70. But I have yet to, in over 2 years, have yet to see him get a car yet.
Okay. So have you ever asked him are you pulling in a profit or anything?
He says he's doing okay, but he has
a quick question, Daniel. Here's
girlfriend.
Here's a quick question: is he asking you for investments?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
That's a great question.
I told him
that's
when
a great
he turned 18, he wouldn't see any money from me, and he's done pretty good. Other than that.
I don't know. Here's my take, and not everyone agrees with me on this. Personally, I just wouldn't want to run a physical business in the Philippines. Not right now. And the reason being is because there's so many risks. You know, if let's say I had a ton of money and I just had a ton of money to play with, yeah, I would open up a physical business. I wouldn't care. But since I don't have a ton of money, I just wouldn't want to take that risk. I've just heard too many and you know, Big Kev's the perfect person to talk to, but I've just heard so many.
What did I do this time?
Well, I'm talking about opening up a business in the Philippines, and even the guys.
Yeah, I done that.
Yeah, even the guys who I know who run a successful business. I know a couple guys who run like a successful bar, and they make profits. But even they like, when I ask them about it, they're like, yeah, business is good. Like, we're pulling in a profit, but you could tell they're not pulling in that much money. It seems like there's a lot of headaches.
More like breaking even.
Yeah. I mean, you know a lot more than I do, Kev. So I don't know. So just from all the people I've talked to, and I've talked to a lot of people who are either running a business or who are used to running business, and when everything's all said and done, for me, I'm just not ready for that. I would have to have like a ton of money to play with, where I just didn't care about the money to actually do it.
You know, the only one that I've actually seen, like American wise, that's actually doing good business is he's part of the SNRs.
Oh, okay. So wait. So
he's an American guy. But he has ties with Costco.
Yeah.
So that's why he has that clout. But anybody else, like any random Joe, any one of us, like guys, like I think it's going to be a huge problem, me personally, to run a physical business in the Philippines.
You can get lucky. Like, for example, I know a dude who runs a steakhouse in Angeles City, and he's really successful. His steakhouse is booming. He just bought another restaurant, a Mexican restaurant. He has little food stands. Like, there's I don't know what you call it. It's like an adventure park, but he's got food stands in the adventure park. He's doing really well. So you can make it happen, but I feel like it's few and far between the guys who actually do.
How many steak restaurants, steakhouses are in the Philippines?
Probably not that many, right?
Yeah,
you don't see that many. You don't see that many cows.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah. And this dude, you know what he does? Because he knows that the majority of the beef in the Philippines is shit. So he imports like really good meat, but he charges a pretty penny. So you're paying a couple thousand pesos for a steak.
He's probably getting his beef from SNR.
Or
he might be.
Yeah, probably.
He might be. I wouldn't be
You
surprised.
go with Australian beef here in the Philippines, and you won't really tell the difference if it's cooked properly.
I was talking to a guy the other day, and you know what? He was talking about SNR. So we went to this place, Smokehouse. Have any of you guys been there? Smokehouse. It's on Friendship in Angeles City. No one's been there. Anyways, we were talking to the owner, and we got into this discussion about cheese, because I'm always talking about real cheese. Like the majority, you guys know this. The majority of cheese you eat in the Philippines is that fake plastic crap that causes cancer, right? Yeah. So we were talking about cheese, and he pulls out this big ass block of Tillamook cheese. You know where he gets it? SNR. And he says, but he actually actually he usually gets it at SNR, but he just came back from the States and he brought a bunch back or something. So he says at SNR, a big block like that, he was telling me cost $27. And when he goes back to the States to Costco, I forget what it was, but it was something like $7 compared to 27.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Seth. The big stores like Costco, Sam's Club, everything's cheap.
You guys all went blank.
But in the Philippines, it's really expensive. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, it's upsetting because I love cheese, man.
Beef, cheese, dairy products. You know. Yeah.
Oh, Dave just left. Later, Dave. I just saw a message. He bounced.
Oh, really? He left? Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I just saw in the Hangouts.
Where's he in the Philippines? Is Dave in the Philippines?
Yeah, Dave's in Davao.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go too. I gotta pick up some meds.
Well, I just
Cool,
had
cool.
mine.
We all know you had yours already, Kev, because we could watch you taking them.
Well, I just yeah, for you could remember me. I could just ask if I took them already, and you go, yeah, I did.
I don't ever want us to do a show with Kev not on meds.
Seth, when you go back to the Philippines, before you go, you should send yourself some Balik Bayan boxes of stuff from the States that you can't get there.
I was thinking about that, Mikey. How many boxes do you usually send yourself?
Just sent 7. I'm going to send at least 2 more before I leave.
Wow.
Well, what
do you
stuff
pack
you
it
can't
for?
get? I think you almost can get everything.
Actually, there's a lot. An example is I only like La Choy soy sauce for soy sauce. I have never found it in the Philippines. It might be there. I've never seen it. So I sent a few boxes of that. I sent some boxes of teriyaki sauce that I like from here. I've sent some boxes of dried foods that I can't find there. I just sent 15 packages of pepperoni because I never find pepperoni I really liked in the Philippines.
Yes.
So I went to Aldi's and bought 15 packages of the stuff that's not refrigerated, and it's good for quite a few months, and it's good actually. And when I get there, I'm going to throw a lot of it in the freezer because you can freeze it and it stays long, good forever.
Yeah.
Good move on the pepperoni. See, the main things that I miss, let me tell you guys, pickles.
Oh.
Deli sandwiches. Now, I don't know. I mean, what can I do with deli
sandwiches? The meats.
Yeah, like I miss
like
good cured meats. I mean, you go to the market, even Hypermart, you can't find it, man. It's not there.
I was trying
to describe my to my fiance about pickles. She's like, "What's a pickle? What's a pickle?"
Oh.
She didn't even know what it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they're not
They
out
got
there.
them in SNR.
Yeah, at SNR. Okay, so I found pickles at a Hypermart. They were okay. They were Vlasic, but they were okay. I mean, it did the job. I was like, fuck pickles. Like I was like craving it. But this is what I would bring. Pickles, like you said, Mikey, like salami or pepperoni. I love that crap. Cured meats if I could, but I don't think you're really saying cured meats.
Condoms.
Beef jerky. You guys like beef jerky?
Yeah.
How about beef jerky condoms?
There you go.
I've never had the pleasure.
it tastes like beef jerky, but like it's kind of like a piece of gum. It's like you're chewing on a condom, and it tastes like beef jerky.
Funny? When I first went to the Philippines, I love sausages. I love hot dogs, and I opened up a bag of hot dogs, and I put them in the water and let them cook and everything. I was gonna boil them, and then I started eating them, and they got plastic all over them.
Ugh. I mean, I'll tell you guys. I used to like hot dogs until I moved to the Philippines.
Oh, those red things.
You know, all those hot dogs. They all have the plastics that you put on them. I didn't know that.
My problem with the hot dogs in the Philippines is they're sweet. That's my main problem.
Yeah.
Like those red ones.
Nathan
Sweet,
Franks,
man.
man. Coney Island Franks. Oh.
Yeah, well,
God knows what's in them.
Richard, you're in. Are you in Chicago or New York?
New York.
Or Boston? You're New York.
New York.
Okay.
Kevin's from Boston originally, right?
But yeah, I was from Brockton.
Yeah.
So you have like incredible food in New York. Yeah, I mean New York's on New York's on another level. You get all the good shit. So yeah, when you're going from New York to the Philippines, man, it's like game over. It's like say goodbye to good eating.
Yeah, friggin' Italian sandwiches, Italian imported meats, man. I grew up with Italians. I live on that friggin' shit, man.
You know who got New York beat on food though? It's Portland.
Really? Portland.
Real talk. Portland is the #1 gastronomy area in the U.S. They've beat out New York.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you why I'm not surprised because I went to Portland. I've been to Portland once. I had to go there for work, and Portland is like a total hipster kind of spot now. And the reason it's all hipsterish is because they got all this good food. So it's like they open up all these kind of hipster, how do you call it? It's like new age restaurants, and all the fucking hipsters flock over there because, that's what they like. So yeah, I mean, from my initial impression, they did have really good food out there.
Yeah, Portland and Austin is a up and coming on the food market too.
It's all those food trucks, man.
Yeah, I'm a big foodie.
How about a pizza?
Yeah, that stuff's good. I'll admit. You know what? Even in like Angeles, they have like a little food. It's not like food trucks, but it's kind of the same idea. They have this little. I don't know what you call it. It's like kind of open market, and that's what it is. It reminds me of like San Francisco, because in San Francisco they do the same shit. So it reminded me of San Francisco, where it's like, yeah, like all the cool kids go there and buy overpriced food. But to their defense,
for Frisco,
what's that?
The park. They have all the food trucks.
Yeah, it's I know exactly what you're talking about. What the hell is that called?
Gastronomy Park or something like that?
No, it's the old base. It's like kind of like a military base, and people man, I'm blanking out. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That you go into that park. Well, you're probably talking about Golden Gate Park because it's like right around there, right? Around Golden Gate Park.
Yeah,
but there's a specific place in the park, and it's kind of like an old base. And every week, once a week, the food trucks come over there, and it's like this big event. I'll think of it. I forget the name of the park, but yeah. I mean, I'll give it to them though, right? Like I talk all this shit about the hipsters. The food is really good, like all of it. It's all really good, and it's all overpriced.
Yeah, that's always the way.
Hey, Richard, your mic, you sound kind of like a robot. You might want to sign out and sign back in real quick because your mic sounded really good before, and now it's unless it's just on my end.
Yeah.
No, it's the same. It's the same.
Really, it's fading out.
No, it's like crackling.
Yeah, it's like crackling.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. So, Jason, I just remembered. It's Fort Mason. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Fort Mason every week. I think it's every Saturday, and it's like this big event in San Francisco, and they bust out, and it's like new food trucks every time. They bust out all these food trucks, and all these people go there. And it's cool, it's like a drinking event. You go there, drink some good beers as well. So yeah, it's a good time. But you'll spend money.
Last time I was in Frisco, that was that's one of the places I went. I was up there for the PlayStation experience.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, Big Kev, what are you doing? You look like you're bored. Big Kev, you still?
Yeah, my channel went blank, and I had to do a bunch of backtracking. But you guys are still going, so that's good.
That was funny, Big Kev, because all I could see your little picture, and I was talking to you. I said, Big Kev, you look bored, and you were just staring up at the sky.
Yeah. No, I froze up for a moment, and I had to go back to Hangout, and I just hopped back on, but it never stopped. So I'm good.
Oh,
Carry on, buddy.
Well, I'm out.
Talk about Roberto.
Roberto. Yeah, let's hear Roberto talk, man. I'm sick of talking.
Well, this is my co-host.
Well, Roberto,
Mikey,
we kind of got sidetracked.
The list goes on.
Roberto did say something that we didn't really touch on. Was what did we think about Sentai 7's response and when he came onto the show?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked his response, but behind the scenes, I don't know. I think he's going to get into trouble.
Wait. Can you guys fill me in? Response about what?
But you got to get with the program.
Yeah, Jason, you can explain it.
Basically, I'm sitting here eating boiled peanuts. Basically, what happened was he's been going into different, trying to get into different business ventures, and he's wanted to get into boat and doing island hopping. And when he went there, he had quite a large amount of funds, and his savings has dwindled down. And a lot of these guys, a lot of these expats that go over there, they basically have no plan, and we were trying to figure out basically everybody's plan, so they don't end up like a Barry or the hobo or so on and so forth.
Got it. So you guys were kind of questioning, like, what's your plan, basically?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So what did he say?
He said he knows what he's doing, and he has a lot of sponsors helping him out.
Like sponsors, like people giving him money, subscribers
through his his PayPal and those places that donate money for you can keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
he's got a Patreon going.
Yeah.
But he did say he wasn't using those funds for the business.
I think he's going to have some trouble though with that business. The location he's in is right close to my house there in Cebu, and in fact, actually, a couple of my relatives run the same kind of boats out to the islands there. There's basically Hilatungan, there's Olongo Island, where the people generally go island hopping there. And these people, it's almost like the tricycles. These guys got their own routes out there, and I don't care how friendly he thinks they're being to him. I can guarantee him when he actually starts hauling people out there and making money, he is not going to be liked by the other people running the boats.
You know,
I agree with Mikey 100%. So I know another dude. Actually, he was on my show. You guys know Tor, right? I think he's on your show.
Yeah.
And he was running a bar in a local area in fucking Bel-Air, and all the locals got jealous and like tried to kill him. And I think you're 100% right, because I mean that's a locals business. You know what I mean? All the locals run the boats. That's what they do. So if they see some foreigner stealing all their business, I agree 100%. That's actually not only a bad idea, it's actually dangerous.
Yeah,
that's why
I'm being
you're stepping on people's toes.
Yeah, I've said this a million times online here, but I'll say it again. I will not invest in any business where I'm going head-to-head in competition with Filipinos. If I'm going to do something in the Philippines, it's going to do something that's exclusively for expats, or something where I simply don't have day-to-day competition with Filipinos. It will not.
I agree.
You're just putting your head on.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: Filipinos, when it comes to like labor-related activities, and running a boat would be considered that one of those. They do it so cheap, and they will work even longer hours. So it's like, I mean, I agree 100%. I would business alone, let alone, you know what I mean? What I just told you guys, I wouldn't even want a physical business. But as Mikey said, if I were to do a physical business, it would be catered towards expats for sure. I would not want to go head to head with other, for example, in this case, Filipinos running boats. I mean, that is their business. They're the ones who run all the boats. And a lot of them don't even do it legally. You know what I mean? They're just doing it under the table.
Bobby K says it's called e-begging.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Yeah. If people are supporting you on YouTube, yeah.
I have a hard time. I mean, that goes with any country, any market that you're in. When you're going against the locals, it's a fucking lose-lose. You're not gonna. You might have a short success period, but somebody when it's just like family. When you're dealing with people, family members with money, there's a lot of jealousy that comes into play, and it's not going to end well, man.
Now here, because I like the Sentai 17, so obviously I wish them the best. I hope it does work out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
maybe here's something that maybe could work to his advantage. If for some reason his girlfriend is family with the other boat operators, yeah, maybe that could work. Maybe if like her family or her friends are the other boat operators, so they kind of like own that market, I could see that working, but I don't know if that's the case.
I think her grandmother lives on that McTon Island, but I don't know.
Yeah, because they could have, you know, if they have like, because there's definitely a group of people who like run that business. Maybe that's them. Maybe they just want to add another boat and, you know, make it their own. If that's the case, then maybe they'll be protected, you know. But if not, if they just plan on literally buying a boat and going up against strangers who are locals who have been doing that for years upon years, yeah, I would say that's.
He did say he is going to be catering more towards expats.
Yeah, but so do the locals. The locals cater to expats too.
And that exactly says that's the thing, is that when you're taking the bread away from, because the expats, we have money. Not saying we're rich, but we have a little bit more money than the locals there, you know. So
yeah,
they're looking at us for that income.
Yeah, their bread and butter.
So
to them, you're right. If you're stealing business, you're basically stealing away like their dinner, their food, their livelihood, you know? Mm-hmm. So it becomes a pretty dire situation.
And I don't know about any of you guys, but if any of you guys, I know Roberto, I know Big Kev, I know others have family and kids, but if you start messing with people's livelihoods that way, people act out. They're definitely gonna come after you because they're messing with their money.
Yep. So I mean, I would have to. I didn't hear the full story. I just heard kind of the quick summary you gave me. But based on the quick summary you gave me, I mean, I wouldn't recommend getting into a venture like that. But yeah, like I said, maybe I don't have all the details, and you know, I wish him the best of luck. Hopefully, it does work out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any problem with like if you're opening a boarding house, right? Say if you have a boarding house for expats, a pension house for expats, and you have like a transportation system to get them into the city and back. I don't see anything wrong with that, because you have your client base and they're living in your place. But when you start venturing out and you start taking the actual people coming in, it's gonna be a tough one.
So that's a little different scenario, though. I have a friend that is in Mandalay in Cebu, and he has several houses now that he's bought that were in not good condition, fixed them up, and he rents all of them out to expats. And he's never had a problem, but that's something a little different.
You're right, and that's what I'm saying, Mikey.
I agree, because that's more of like almost you're kind of getting into the like hotel business, you know. It's like accommodation.
It's more of a niche. You're scaling down. It's that smaller market there.
Yeah. But it's like that boat business. It's even you go to Boracay. You know, you go to Boracay, the locals run the island hopping stuff. You know, it's like when I went island hopping and it was a couple shady ass locals. They probably didn't. You know, they probably pocketed that money.
You know what? A story about Boracay. I had two guys fighting over my business.
Oh, I'm sure.
Two locals fighting over my business.
Yeah.
I had that happen, sure. and then I also had locals fighting over the trikes when I was taking a trike to the hotel.
Oh wow, yeah. Imagine starting up a trike business. Imagine being like, "Yo, I'm gonna buy a trike." You will die for sure. I actually
strip your tricycle down.
Oh man, yeah. Right before I left, I was doing some last minute errands. I was riding my scooter around, and I actually parked right in the trike zone because I was waiting for Lynn, and it was just like a convenient spot. And the trike driver came over, and he was like mad dogging me, like I'm in his trike spot. You know, that's where they park. And I just told him, I was like, yo, I'll be gone in like 1 minute. But yeah, no, you know what? You don't want to fuck with the local business. I agree. I think we kind of have a group consensus here. So Has he already started the business? Like, is he already doing it, or what's the latest?
No, he's still looking into it.
Did you guys give him this advice live on the show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How did he respond to it?
He said he basically, he was basically like, "Oh no, I got this. I got everything figured out."
Yeah, he was confident in his plan. He said, "What do they call them? Like dock masters or something that run the docks there, and he's going to pay them off or something." And,
Harbor master.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I wish the best for the guy.
Yeah, it sounds like he has thought out. That's what I was going to say. I said if there's any way for it to work, you're going to be paying off a bunch of people. That's for damn sure. So
But the thing is that what I push back is that what if these guys want to get greedy and say, "I need more, I need more," and it keeps on going up, and it keeps on going up.
And then you can't make a profit. Yeah,
right. It's going to push you out of business.
Yep.
And especially they might be playing both ends of the fence here. They might have some family members that are actually in that same business. They're just taking your money, and then eventually you might get good to where they get some money out of you, and then they're going to be like, no, I'm gonna push them out of business now because I have a family member that's not eating.
Yeah, the problem is it's like, yeah, maybe you can make it work, but there's so many things working against you.
Too many hands in the cookie jar is never a good thing.
For sure.
Yeah, and he got to also remember that even though that did sound good, getting 1,000 pesos a day, and 30,000 pesos is a lot of money, and he made it sound like, oh yeah, it's do the math. But doing the math, for one thing, let's say you take out 20,000 of that towards all the people you got to pay off. Then you got to put another 10,000 on gas, and then your employees or whoever who's driving the boat.
I think he would have to make like 80. He would have to double it to.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I think he's already changed his business plan because originally he was going to invest in the boat and he was going to hire someone to captain it for him. I think he figured out that wasn't going to work. So now he says he's going to be the one to run it and captain it.
Oh, no way. Oh, there's no way that's going to work because, like I said, I mean, Filipinos will work like an 18-hour day. You know what I mean? So how is he going to compete with a group of Filipinos who work that many hours for way lower wages? There's no way that's going to work.
And he's an American.
I can see.
I can work 8-hour days. He has an American mentality, so he's only going to work 8-hour days, and these other guys will be working 12, 14-hour days. You know what I mean?
I might be wrong here, but I can see that working for an American that's been there for like 40 years and has actually embedded themselves in the culture, lived there, and so on and so forth. But a fresh kind of guy.
Yeah, he should not have his face on a business. I know my fiance, she doesn't want me anywhere near either of her businesses.
Yeah, for sure. You don't even, like, for example, my buddies who own bars, when they're up in there, someone asks, "Oh, are you the owner?" No, I'm not. They're not the owners. They don't want nothing to do with it. But here's another cost that might not be thought of. What about the depreciation of the boat, the wear and tear? 3 years down the line, that thing's going to need a lot of work done to it. So that's a cost that you definitely need to account for. So
he says he's going to get a fiberglass on it, which there's pros and cons to that. It's definitely going to last longer. It doesn't need to be replanked like the regular ones. Sheeting on the outside of those boats doesn't last that long. The downside to that is fiberglass is way heavier, and if he's going to want to scoot along in the water, then he's going to have to invest in a bigger engine, which is going to cost more money.
And then you got the weathering though, Mikey, too. That fiberglass is going to get harder, and it's going to get more brittle, and a lot of patchwork.
Yeah, there's always going to be maintenance no matter what you got.
And it's not going to cost
Yeah, I mean, that's
$4,000 more with the fiberglass. You know.
Right. That's actually I priced boats there right about where he's at, and he's in the ballpark there on what the pricing is going to be. But that's for a standard boat there. And if you're going to get the fiberglass, it's going to cost him quite a bit more.
Exactly. It's because it's a lot harder to put on than this plain
I'll tell you guys one thing. I mean, at least it will be interesting to follow. I mean, I assume he'll vlog it. So, hey, you know, worst case scenario, it's a learning experience, right?
Yeah, I like I said, I was going to buy a boat right in that same area. I had priced them out. I was going to have one built, and I was going to have a family member run it. And I kept doing the math, and I could not figure out how it would pay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, just you guys initially telling me it. I mean, you already scared me away from even ever considering that. But hey, if you guys told him, if you guys kind of laid out all the concerns, and he said, you know what, I already thought about all this and I got it. Hey, maybe he did. Maybe he did. So, you know, people do run successful boating businesses. I personally, mostly I see locals doing it. But yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I've never seen a foreigner running any boating venture. I've seen bars, things like that, but boating, never seen it.
See, now I'll tell you guys the business that I'm interested. If I had a ton of money,
lady boy porn, right?
Yeah, no, I'm already doing that. No, this is a new business. I'm already doing that one. No, so check this out. I want to open up a disco, right? Because all the discos in the country, in my opinion, are shit. That's what I think. They're all shit. And I want to open up a disco. Now, what everyone tells me, because like I said, I know a couple bar owners, when everyone tells me is, yeah, that's all fine and dandy opening up a disco, but what you have to watch out for is the internal theft. There are it is a very common thing, because there's a lot of cash running through these kind of places, to have internal theft rings where everyone's in on it, including management. So if you want to make that shit work, you got to be there, as the owner, which is unfortunate. As an owner, you technically shouldn't have to be there all day, every day, right? But people are telling me, if you want to start something like that, you have to be so hands-on. You know, I mean, every day having a system, because yeah, I mean, it's a common thing among
a nightclub, isn't that kind of saturated though, man?
Well, it's not, and I'll tell you why. Because all the nightclubs are shitty. And what I mean by that is all of them play really shitty music. Now, there is only one nightclub in the whole country that plays good music, and it's based in Makati. So there's opportunity.
I actually might have been to that one.
You might have, and it plays really good music, and it doesn't get cracking.
It's in the upper area, right?
Yep. It's in Makati. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that is the only nightclub in the country that plays good music. I mean, this is the shit I went to in San Francisco. I can't listen to that fucking.
It reminds me of a club in L.A., San Francisco, a big city.
Yeah. Yeah, like an underground scene, right? Now, the majority of clubs you go to play that mainstream fucking electronic crap. It's just pure shit, and I still go to these places, and I'm just like, "What am I doing here?" But
it's like going to Tijuana, man. Going to those clubs there, boom, 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 and it's the same thing, whistles and
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's
every
the same
day.
freaking scene
Every day. But it's literally everyone. I've been to clubs in Cebu, I've been to clubs in Angeles, I've been to clubs in Manila, and it's all the same. And so for me, there's this huge opportunity to open up this dope ass disco underground. But the problem is, number one, I don't want to invest the money. Even if I could, I don't want to, because I think it's a risky investment. So I don't know. Yeah, someone in the Van Turner said, "Dream on." Yeah, exactly. I'll keep dreaming. I'll keep doing my online shit. Maybe one day I'll hit it big and I'll be like, "Oh, I want to do my disco idea." But until then, no, I'll just stick with the ladyboy porn.
That's always a safe bet.
Yeah, always a safe bet. Exactly. But that's me. That's me. Yeah, that would be the only business that I would be actually interested in. And that's because I like that kind of music, you know? That's what I go to like here, like in San Francisco or in LA. That's like what I would go to. And it's fun, man. It's fun. Van is saying, go with what you know, says the Ladyboys. Van, that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking with my current business, the Ladyboy porn. Big Kev turned off his camera in other news, which is very upsetting.
I started falling asleep. You just woke me up when you said my name, and I raised my hand.
You were like, Big Kev? Who? What?
Kevin was just going to go to sleep and let us take over the show.
Well, yeah, because like then you called my name out, and I just raised my hand. I thought I was in school, and I'm here.
Okay, go back to sleep, Kevin. We'll carry on.
Yeah, we're all good, Kev. We're all good. Just
Well, I was almost ready to put a bib on because I started drooling.
Night, night, Kevin.
So before I think Mikey joined, we were trying to tell. I think it was Jason and I were trying to tell Roberto that he needs to man up and start his own show because he's been kind of whoring around, like kind of jumping from show to show, being the co-host, which is good. It's all fine and dandy, you know, being the co-host. That's all. It's all good. But I think it is time for Roberto Dunn to rise up and say, you know what, Kev, I've had enough of your abuse.
Oh,
I am my own.
Nah, you know what it is? You know what it is, says? I think Roberto's waiting for that Publishers Clearinghouse. Like, you know how Ed McMahon was to Johnny Carson?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he started taking off when he did Publishers Clearinghouse.
So he's just waiting for that pristine moment.
I think he's just waiting for his Publishers Clearinghouse.
That could be the case. That could be the case. What do you have to say about this, Roberto?
Seth, he's just waiting for you to open up that nightclub so he can be your greeter.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, I open up that disco. Roberto's going to be my main man. He doesn't even have a title. I'm just going to say, like, when anyone has a question, I'm just going to say, talk to fucking Roberto, okay?
Then you got
I don't want to talk
to
you
in there.
Yeah, well, that's true. Oh, I mean, hey, can you imagine like a disco with these two guys like as my main dudes, Big Kev and Roberto? No one would fuck with me. No, they would try, and then they would get eaten alive.
And what the key word is booze? Booze?
Yeah, the key word is booze. No, that's not the key word. That's what I'm gonna be supplying you guys with to do your jobs. I actually don't pay money. I just pay. I pay in booze and urine and no booze and jars of urine. I don't know what you're gonna do with those, but you guys are creative.
Yuri.
What was that? Was that a real? Was that a full sentence, Kev?
Yeah, I said we're gonna have Yuri come on.
I thought Kev was like one more time, Kev.
He says,
"Be nice, okay? I'm sensitive."
He says, Van had a question. He says, how does Lynn feel about the Ladyboy thing?
Oh, you mean the Ladyboy porn?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, she's in charge of that shit. What are you talking about?
I think that's the only reason why she's with you.
Yeah, she's like the mama son of the Ladyboy. She's like,
yeah, right,
dude,
right.
Yeah, dude, she gets those girly boys into shape, man. She's like, dude, she's like, let me think of a good Ladyboy name. She's like Shaniqua. She was like, you're getting fat, and that is unacceptable. You know,
yeah,
we run a tough.
When she sees them eating, she's like, "You sure you want to do that? You sure?"
Yeah. We run a tight ship, you know. We run a very tight shit here with our Ladyboy pornography business. Okay, Van.
Or right? Shaniqua can need to grow another 2 inches in his cock and grow bigger tits.
Hey, that's she to you. That is a she, okay? A she man.
Hey, buddy.
All right, guys. All right.
Hey, Mike.
On that note, after we're talking, go ahead.
The other day we had that one guy come on, and you told me about that lady that was in the picture. he came on and told me that he got that picture off the website, and he was using that picture because that lady had a big pair of racks.
Wait. What lady in the picture?
There was a guy yesterday, says.
He opened up a new channel.
Yeah, he's got a new channel. I can't remember the guy's name. What was the guy's name?
I don't know, something about the Philippines. I don't know.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philippine Freedom. And his avatar picture is a bar girl.
Mm-hmm.
A very busty bar girl.
A well-endowed bar.
Yes.
It got BigKev's attention.
He used her as his thumbnail.
Oh well, that's a great idea. Actually, I'm about to do that myself.
Yeah, and then Mikey 550 recognized.
Mikey used that picture.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, and Mikey recognized that like as one of his girlfriends.
It was Mikey.
This is true, Mikey. Is this true?
Mikey drove her to the bar.
Not her, but I could tell you a story. But that picture that he used for his thumbnail was a picture that I got off the internet a year ago that I used in that slideshow I did on Frank the Hawaii Chair.
Oh, that's funny. So it was probably something like if you typed into Google bar girl, put on the images tab.
I Googled Filipino bar girl images, and she's one of the pictures that came up.
Yeah,
did he claim that was his girlfriend?
You liked the picture.
Mikey, did he claim that was his girlfriend?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I can't remember. No,
he didn't say that, but that's what I thought. And then later on, he wrote in my comments saying that.
Yeah, he did comment on that
from the internet, and he just liked the picture because she was healthy.
You guys want?
She did have a nice rack.
you guys want to see something funny? Actually, someone brought this to my attention. It was a viewer. Go to Google right now. I want you guys all to do this. Okay, go to Google. Tell me when you're there.
Go ahead.
Okay, type in Angeles City, Philippines. Okay. Do you all have it on the screen?
Wow. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you see Lynn?
City, Philippines.
Yes.
Do you see Lynn as the fourth picture? How funny is that?
Yes.
Well,
that's pretty solid, huh?
Wow.
So are we looking in the pictures?
Can I use that as a thumbnail?
Well, someone pointed that out to me. They said, says you've made it in life. And I said, well, what do you mean? They said, because when you Google Angeles City, Philippines, Lynn's picture comes up. And I started laughing. I'm like, no way. You know what's crazy, though? Dead Farong's video is the very first thing that comes up. That dude's got the spot. Are you guys seeing the same as I am?
Where's that? Yeah. The first one.
Yeah, it says a walk along Fields Avenue, and that's Dead Farong's video. But you know what's crazy? Click on that video right now. Click on that video. Who's walking at the beginning of that video?
Holy shit!
Look at that. Lynn's in there.
So what does that mean?
Well, actually, I met Dead Farong. We planned that. I actually was walking by, and he was like, "Yo, Sez," and he asked me. He said, "Hey, man, can I film footage of you walking by, and I'm gonna play your intro song?" I said, "Sure, man." So actually, it's good. It's good advertising for me.
That girl in the red that bent over.
That's a lady boy.
Yeah, there was some dangles there.
Oh, that's for sure, Ladyboy. She's there. I have seen that. Those three are there every night, and they are. You'll notice where that is. That is right at the corner of Philly's Bar and Grill. On the left side, that is Philly's. Pretty wild, huh? But yeah, no, I thought that was funny because we were talking about Googling images, and Lynn's image I mean, that's a pretty broad term, right? Angeles City, Philippines. How many people search that, you know?
Probably a lot of people.
Yeah, probably a lot of people. That's what, you know, it's funny.
But the market on that is probably very, very
Well, I
slim,
see
though.
you walking too, Seth.
Yeah, no, I'm in that video, in the first video that pops up, but it's not my video. I wish it was my video. You know, it's funny. I'm looking at the videos. If you go to the video tab, damn, Dead for Wrong, man. He's good with like search engine optimization, because his 2 videos, number 1 and 2, if you type the video tab. Now, if you keep looking, my videos are on the first page. I have 2 videos on the first page, but they're not at the top. They're number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got number 7 and 8. If you type the video tab.
Number 1 showed you a walk along Fields Avenue.
I've seen the Bangkok guy, the Bangkok 112.
Yeah. Oh, that guy gets a ton of views. Yeah, he went to Angeles City. He made some good videos.
Says let's see, Asia forever.
See, now you're just looking at.
I like Thailand Kevin.
Who's that?
There's a guy called Thailand Kevin. He's Aussie, and he has his own channel called Thailand Kevin.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. I think I'm.
Your next video title should be should just, no matter what it's about, whatever your video is about, your title should be The Pearl Necklace.
Wow.
You're gonna get a good market. You're gonna get a good market.
Man. That it's like a video about like about soap. Like I'm just like I'm reviewing a bar of soap, and the title is The Pearl Necklace.
I'm telling you, because if somebody searches that, they hear about it, they're like, "Man, what's a pearl necklace?"
And then it goes straight to Sez's soap review.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that'd be genius. I like it. I think I'm gonna do something like, it's gonna be me walking around Los Angeles, but that's gonna be the title.
So should that be the name of my show today? Pearl Necklace?
I think it probably should be. I think it probably would be a good idea. But all right, guys, I'm gonna pop out of here. It's always a pleasure coming on. When's the next show?
Hey, can I use your name? Can I put Says Pearl Necklace?
Sure. I don't care, man. Do whatever the hell you want, man. But fellas, it's always a pleasure.
Well,
Richard,
we all gonna
Mikey, Jason, Kev. I'm thirsty, man. I need a drink. I'm getting thirsty.
Well, who's buying?
Yeah, you are, Kev. You're the host. The host always buys.
Well, when they say the host with the mostest, well, that's not true.
That is you. You are the man. Yeah. All right, fellas. I'll talk soon. And like I said, Kev, keep the shit rolling.
All right, buddy. I thank you for coming on.
Later,
Seth. We had a good time having you on.
Seth.
Later, guys.
All right, buddy.
Hey, Seth.
See you, Seth.
Yeah, well, everybody, we're all happy because he's still alive and kicking.
Mm-hmm.
Still has his humor with him.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I mean, we're actually killing them on these shows, man.
Well, it's daytime. We've been doing around 17. Right now, we hit 20 earlier. Now it went to 16. So
yeah,
pretty. But we held it for, look at this, 2 hours. The first show we had was an hour and something, and then we just hooked on to here again. So over 3 hours, and we got 15, 16, 20 people. Hey, Fred. I'm doing fine. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Fred, you always come in late. Earlier today, you came in late. What are you going to do tomorrow, you guys? Are you all done packing, Mikey?
No, I haven't even started yet.
Oh,
Mikey, when you leaving? I know you're leaving soon, but when's the flight?
I was hoping to be out of here before the end of July, but I got a feeling it may be early in August before I can get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Got a lot of crap I'm trying to get done, mostly legal stuff, transferring my business and everything, and trying to get all this stuff done.
Yeah, a lot of those a lot of administrative paper pushing is always a drag.
Yeah, I got slow lawyers.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to give them a bonus or something.
No, they're just trying to get those extra hours, those extra billing hours. That's what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do.
Like shit, he's leaving. Oh, we got to get these hours. We got to get these billable hours on him.
couple more minutes.
Yeah, I'm selling my business to my son, but he's not buying the property yet. And so I'm going through all this stuff, changing the will, and I'm setting up my house in trust, and so it's set up if something happens to me and he hasn't bought the property yet, that he doesn't get screwed over by his siblings, because I had a similar situation where something like that happened to me, and I want to make sure none of this happens to him. So I have to get all this legal stuff done before I leave.
Well, that's good of you, man.
Now, Mikey, I got a question. I know we go off on our tangents, and we go off on our thing, but one question that I have for that can probably help a lot of guys out is you have a plan already set up, but the question is that how are you doing your finances? Like, are you going to have an account there? And how are you doing your transfers?
Well, right now, the money I have sent there is in my fiance's account. She has a couple accounts, actually several, because she has business accounts too. And mostly I've just sent it MoneyGram most of the time. I am about to set up another bank account. I already got one set up that I'm doing just to take money out of, but I keep checking everybody's videos about this Charles Schwab, that if you get the account where you keep a minimum of $5,000 in there, that they reimburse you for any ATM fees. You know about that one?
That one I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I've seen several. Montelli and a couple other people have done videos on that. So next week I got an appointment to go over there and talk to them. And if that's all legit and that's actually the way it is, then I'm going to start an account there, because I like that idea that he says that whatever the charges are over there, they credit his account.
Okay. See, I know, like when I was still with Chase, if you had the Platinum Plus account, which was a minimum of 10,000, all your foreign transactions fees will be waived.
Montelli was saying it was 5, but I don't care if it's 5
well, no,
or 10.
This is with Chase. I'm not too sure with
okay.
with the other, with Charles Schwab.
Oh, okay, that's Chase.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should just be going to Chase, since I got a Chase locally.
Yeah, and with that, like, if you had a loan with Chase or like a certain amount of a loan, you won't have to have that 10,000 in the Platinum Plus, because it'll be a free account at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways around it, around the minimum balances. But that one is a good lookout. I know a lot of places don't. I mean, well, it's hit and miss on credit cards, but have you looked into that on without the foreign transaction fees?
Not yet on the credit cards. Right now, I just have a separate bank account that I only use. I have an ATM card with it, and I use that when I'm in the Philippines, but I do get charged on that one.
Okay, because one thing that I have personally is the Chase Sapphire card. They have zero foreign transaction fees, and with with the Chase, I mean, you can just be online, and if you're charging on a credit card, you're getting also rewards programs, the rewards points, and they're one of the best reward cards that you can get, travel cards that you can get, because the points never expire, and it's the whole spiel on that.
That sounds good. Yeah, I got a Chase locally here, so maybe I'll go down and talk to them.
Yeah, check out Chase, especially if you have any retirement accounts like that could be rolled over into Chase. That's a way to get around it also, around like minimum balances, that requirements.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering that because a lot of these guys that I've seen, a lot of these vlogs and these little videos that they do, some guys have the Philippine accounts with the peso account and the U.S. account, the U.S. dollar account, and some of them don't even deal with banks at all because they say, oh, it's you can't trust the banks there and this and that. But I mean, BPO, BPI, I don't see them going any, like, I think they're fine.
I know they just had that problem with BPI just a few weeks ago. That was crazy.
What was that?
Oh, it was in the news over there. They had something happen with their computer. I don't think they've ever disclosed exactly what happened, but basically it screwed up everybody's accounts. There were people that had all kinds of money in their account, and it just disappeared. There had people that had like 1,000 pesos in their account. The next day, they got 6 million pesos. It was crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sounds like an inside job, huh?
They got it straightened out. They actually had to shut down for a couple of days. They shut all their ATMs down. They got it straightened out for like 24 hours, and then they had to shut down again because it started messing up again. But
dude, that's when you run to the bank. If you start seeing that extra money.
They wouldn't let you. As soon as they shut it down, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't take money out or put money in. Nothing. They put everything on hold. And my girlfriend had an account at BPI, and we were a little concerned about that, but it all got back to normal. They did eventually straighten it out.
Yeah, I've actually experienced the run on the banks. When I started my financial career in banking, I was first with Washington Mutual, if anybody's familiar with Washington Mutual.
No.
And they were based out of Seattle. And they had ended up getting bought out by Chase. But there was they had a problem with subprime lending. And Chase was trying to go over to the West, and that's who ended up buying them out. But man, a lot of people, Washington Mutual lost millions of their capital.
Hey, did Roberto take off on me?
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Well, he must have took off when Seth went out.
No, I think you left before that, just before that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take off pretty soon too, you guys.
Okay, we'll see you, Kevin.
Somebody asked me if I stayed on all day. No, I took a nap in between because I had one this morning. I think it was like 3 hours, and then today this one right here was like 2 hours here, and then an hour and a half on the first one.
Well, you can go, Kevin. Just leave the computer on. We'll keep talking.
That's why I need you to come here next week, and then we can have a live broadcast, like while we're eating and talking, and we could have a real good time. Well,
I'm going to meet you in a public place. I don't think I'm going there in your little den of iniquity there. Hey, show it. Can you turn the camera behind you? I want to see if you got any like chains on the bed or anything.
Whips and chains and the dungeon, right? The horrors.
Yeah.
Remember you got that package yesterday. I think that was that ball gag.
Just make sure, just letting you know, Kevin, there's going to be several people I know exactly where I am.
And Mikey,
well, I'll take
get a
I'll
GPS.
take pictures of you and stuff I mean,
get a GPS and make sure you have an iPhone.
You know?
You have an iPhone and make sure you have that Find My iPhone app.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's too much, guys. Now I got to think about new plans to do.
Mike Anderson, I don't know who that question is to, Mike.
Where are you staying in the Philippines?
Who are you asking, Mike?
Are you talking about Jason or
I think you might be talking about Mikey.
Mikey 550?
Negros, Bacolod.
You buy me a ticket and I'll tell you where I'm going to be staying.
Mikey's going to be in Kevin's basement pretty soon.
Well, he's going to be
I had something crazy I was thinking about the other day. I wonder what anybody thinks about this. When you see all these...
It wasn't a dream about me, was it?
Oh, shit.
No, not about you, Kevin. When you see all these pictures online of all these bar girls like in Angeles or wherever, has anybody ever seen one of these girls pop up, let's say in the States or anywhere, and you recognize them? No. I wonder if anybody's ever had that experience.
Not necessarily. There was one. Okay, there was this group of Filipinas that I knew, and I had met like the new girl that came in, and everybody was saying that she was a bar girl, and her husband was in the army, so I was like, oh, okay, well, that might be true. I don't know. But that was the rumor with this girl.
Well, I'll tell you about guys getting married in the service, and I'm not saying anybody's never married a nice girl. I spent 2 years in Korea, and I knew at least a couple dozen guys that got married to Korean girls. There wasn't a single one of them that married a girl that was not a bar girl. And it was interesting that when I rotated back to the States, to Texas, several guys I knew were at the base that I got sent to. And boy, they would just avoid each other like the plague.
Because they knew where the girls come from, huh?
Yep. They knew that you knew. And there was a handful of them. I knew their wives very well. Mm-hmm. And boy, they didn't want to come anywhere near me.
Yeah, but, man. I think Army didn't go. The Army does go. When they go on vacation, they do go to the Philippines.
Now I met a lot of people like in the Philippines that's been to Alaska. I mean, damn. I mean, a lot of military people. Because see, Alaska is when you go to Alaska, you get higher pay. Like what is it called? Overseas pay.
Yeah.
And a couple of guys, like in the Philippines, like my neighbor, he was a black guy, and he lives in Kentucky, but at the time he was stationed in Fairbanks. And then I met him, and then now he's here in Kentucky, and I seen him already. So that was kind of cool. And then you know that Mikey, that Dave from he's in Hawaii. He's friends with Seth and those guys. His name is David. He's around 70 years old, and he's been in Alaska, and he's been to a lot of places that I've been to. So it's a pretty small world that we live in.
I know two girls that I knew from overseas in the States. One,
wow.
Back in the day, quite a while ago, I spent a lot of years going to bars in the Philippines, meeting more than my share of bar girls. And when I was first married to my Philippine wife, when she was first in the States, we'd go to parties and I would tell her, this girl was a bar girl, or that girl used to be a bar girl. And she would just laugh and said, "Oh, you're crazy." And then about a year or two later down the road, she came to me and she says, "How did you know so-and-so was a bar girl?" And I just tell her, "Well, I've been around, because she knew my history." I said, "Yeah, I've been around lots of bar girls. I can spot one a mile away." And then it got to where after a couple of years, a new Filipina would show up and she'd ask me, "Was she a bar girl or not?"
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah.
It is. You can kind of spot them because they are kind of a fish out of water, man.
Or the way they dress and put on their makeup.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Yeah,
yeah. And the way they dance,
the way they merchandise themselves.
Oh, because I seen a lot of girls when they're Filipino girls when they're at a disco and they act like they're at their disco kind of bar.
Yeah, I was watching. Has anybody seen that? That he's a newer guy. I think what is his name, Jared or something like that.
I'm not sure, buddy.
He has a girl that's she's like a blonde.
Oh, Josh.
I don't know if his name is Josh.
Because we have a I think a guy like that named Josh here.
Joseph, yes, Joseph.
Okay.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I see him. I see his channel quite a bit.
Yeah, that one's just a big questionable one.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not really quite sure.
I met a girl in Michigan City, Indiana. I was working in a factory there years ago, and Korean girl. She looked very familiar to me, and I watched her for like months, and I just kept thinking I knew her from somewhere. And one day I was in the break room talking to her, and we got to talking. I was asking her about Korea, where she'd been, and I asked her if she'd ever been to Chuncheon. That's where I was stationed. She said, "Oh yeah, I worked in Chuncheon for a while." And she didn't recognize me. She didn't remember me at all. And I didn't know her for sure, but I kept thinking I know her from somewhere. So after that conversation, I went home. I started digging through all my pictures when I was in Korea, and I found a picture of me with her in this bar. And I brought it to work. I was very cool about it. I didn't, not in front of people. I showed her the picture. I says, "I think we've met before." Oh my God, was she embarrassed?
Oh, that's funny.
So she saw the picture. She's like, "Oh shit."
Let me ask you a question, Mike. These girls, when they actually came stateside and that, did they carry on the business?
No, she didn't. Oh no,
but they can because
has others. What I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to get accused of anything here, but it is. I'll give you an example. Korean girls come to the States and they generally leave their guy very soon, especially if he's older and they married him in the military. And you always find them working at massage parlors and stuff. It's just the way it is. The Filipino girls, rarely. The Thai girls, often.
Huh. Because I'm in the Anchorage, there's a lot of girls that work downtown.
I just always wondered that because I know some guys that actually have married Filipino bar girls and I just wondered if they carried on or not. It's always in the back of my mind. I'm just like, wow, I wonder if that ever happened.
I would say probably the majority of the Filipino bar girls that marry foreigners, I would say probably the vast majority of them do not continue that once they get married.
Yeah.
But if they get divorced, they will.
Especially the ones that were not hardcore girls, the ones that have come and worked there for just a little while, because a lot of them, they come there because they're poor and they're doing that job. But, you know, in the back of their mind, they're all hoping that they meet their white knight and somebody that'll take them away from that. And a lot of them, they get married to a guy and they don't go back to doing that.
Yeah.
I think Mikey's absolutely right. Filipinos are different. They do it out of desperation rather than being hoes like some others.
Well, you boys and girls, this is our match. I hear the chimes in my head.
All right. All right.
Have a good night. It was a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we won't see each other for at least another day. As in the moment time we're back here. Richard, hey, tell your wife I'm not making you stay in front of the computer on my show. Don't tell your wife might start saying that I'm a bad influence on you.
No. She's mad at me anyhow because I was complaining about her pizza that she made. You know?
Oh yeah, that's a smooth move.
Yeah, I'm on the shit list. So.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
Yeah. Well, she's a great cook and everything, but I grew up with Italians and she was saying, "Oh, she goes, am I going to tell you how to play guitar?" You know, I've been a musician for 35 years. You know, she was really giving it to me, but I can take it, you know? Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, Mikey,
we'll see you, Kevin.
It's a pleasure coming on, having you on. Jason,
Thanks, sir.
Always thanks. And Richard, thanks for your attendance. I mean, we had a lot of people here. We even had Dave on, and he tried to squeeze me to say I'm sorry, but at least he came on.
I think he was more. I think he was more apologizing. I don't think he was asking for an apology. I think he was saying that he was apologizing.
He seems like an all right guy.
Yeah, Dave's all right.
Yeah. He's just,
I can
crazy
respect the man. I can respect the man that says.
I hope he listens to this.
Sorry.
Aloe is a crazy fucker. I hope he listens to this. You are a crazy fucker, Aloe. I know he will too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like to poke fun with Aloe, and people think get all huffy and puffy, thinking it's about them.
No, I think what happened there is that you know, I was paying attention to that live cast, and you were going back and forth with Aloe, and Dave came in and I think he kind of got it out of context.
Yeah,
I didn't quite see what was going on.
And he thought that he thought that I'm talking about kicking his butt, and you know, and then he starts saying about machete and all this stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, I think it was basically a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, everybody has their different crowds and people that they like to follow and stuff. But you guys did come to my aid when he was beginning to dog me. So I mean that says a lot, because I appreciate you guys coming to my aid and sticking up for
We got
me.
your back, Kevin.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean,
oh, Mikey, he's gonna have your back soon. Don't worry about.
well, no. Get aside. I'm not the receiver.
All right, guys.
Kevin, I don't think this meetup is going to happen.
Can you imagine seeing me in a black leather suit?
Oh wow! Okay, yeah.
Bye,
All right.
Kevin.
All right,
Time to
guys.
go.
All right, see you guys later, man. I'm out of here.
I have to use duct tape to keep up the places. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys, and people that was listening. You guys had a good turnout, and I appreciate you guys too. So, Always be safe. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good day. This is Big Kevin saying I'll talk to you guys later on. Have a good smile. Have a big smile. Make life your best. All right, you guys. Peace. And I'm sorry, Dave. I had to put that out before, just in case if something happened. I don't want to say I should have said I'm sorry. Bye.